feel like I don't even need an emotional connection. Like I feel like it'll be great, but I feel like it's not necessary.
Oh, fucking
like,
red pill zone.
Yeah.
Just red pill zone.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm
I don't
too
even
detached.
need the love. I just need that fucking hole.
Hey everybody, welcome back to My Black Friends, where you get 2 black friends for the price of 1. I'm Zoe.
And I'm Steve.
And of course, we got our boys in the back.
Yo, y'all know what it is, man.
That's right. And we also got Leezy on the couch today. Leezy, how you doing?
That's me.
It's me.
All right. Leezy, you want to give us one more good soundbite for us? So we got some new stuff.
He needs some milk.
That's right. He needs some milk.
Yeah. Actually, no. Leezy's the one person here who doesn't need some milk. He's
I don't drink
lactose
milk.
intolerant.
Oh yeah, that's right. Leezy will literally die if he ate drank milk.
Could you imagine?
I wouldn't die.
Lizzie, imagine getting knocked the fuck out and then someone's like, give him some lactose.
I
know what works.
It's like the last thing you hear.
small
It's like
glass of
the last thing you hear before you pass out is let's get this boy some milk.
Yeah, like
And then
literally.
you just feel the milk getting poured into
Dude,
you. You're like,
I imagine Leezy dying on the sidewalk, and then like everyone's doing their best to
Shitting his
revive him.
pants.
They're almost there. They're like fucking pressing his chest in.
Right.
There's some weirdos giving him fucking mouth to mouth, and they're like, "Let's pour some
Oh,
milk in
man.
him," and it just
Yeah.
knocks him out completely.
just
I'll be
makes it
gone.
worse.
Yeah, poor guy.
Death by milk, I'd just be.
Leezy, like you almost had it.
Death by milk.
Yeah. No, so Trinity filled in last week, but it's good to have Leezy back. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get into the show, man. You guys know a hurricane has fucked Florida up. It's Florida, right?
Yeah, it was Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
What
man's
what
drowning.
category hurricane was it? Exactly?
I think it was Cat 4.
4. Okay,
Yeah, Cat 4.
That's
Cat stands
pretty
for
high.
category, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so Category 4 hurricane hit, but the weatherman was still out there doing their job.
Putting in that work.
Yeah, so like we got a video, we got a little footage. I'm sure everyone's seen this by now, but it's just crazy. We got to talk about it. Let's see this video.
Yeah, I can't believe they had him out there.
He got hit by a tree
That's crazy.
trying to cover this hurricane.
It's more of a bush, but about the same context.
celery.
Yeah, I mean, it's a piece
Run
of a
that
tree.
back again.
Yeah,
Let me see that.
dude, I'm like, just holding on for dear life.
Like, what's the point?
Like,
What is the point of this footage? What are they getting out of this?
Pause it real quick. What do you think was going through this guy's mind? Like, why the fuck did I sign up for this?
Like, I'm
Yes.
gonna die making 70,
Like, holy shit.
60,000 a year or some shit.
Like,
I
I'm
know
just,
this
cause it's just
level
like, yo, like, I could have been home. Like, I get it. Like, you're trying to be the guy. Like, yeah, I'll take all the fucking hard reports and stuff. Get
Yeah.
my name out there. Move up in the industry. But it's like you're out there in this, and you're like literally holding on for dear life. It's
wonder-
just like.
I wonder
at
if-
what point do you say like, damn it? Like, was it worth it?
Where did it all go wrong?
I wonder if there's some kind of like meteorology or like ranking system where it's like I've survived 15 deadly storms.
Yeah.
And then they climb up the charts and then
They're gonna do a
Into
documentary on him
sports.
after he dies.
yeah, and that's the
That shit's
reward.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's what he gets.
You get to go up in the meteorology Hall of Fame. They got a museum dedicated to the dead niggas that decided to stand in a Cat 4 hurricane.
They should
Bro,
at least get time and a half for that shit.
You gotta pay me at least $1 million.
I just imagine he's having
Hazard
like.
pay. That's the thing, right?
Oh yeah, hazard pay. Yeah.
That's true. Maybe he did it for the hazard
Probably
pay.
made an extra $100.
Yeah, he's just like, fuck yeah, every minute I stay here is every minute I pay
He's
that
just holding
stupid
the sign.
bitch.
Every minute counts.
Literally $4 extra an hour. Like,
He's
yeah.
he's trying to pay his wife's
Hold on for
alimony.
dear
That
life.
That's all it
cunt-
is.
That cunt is taking everything. from
Yeah,
him.
I feel like he went through like maybe a bad divorce. He'd have to make up the fucking like,
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
payments.
it's a Mr. Beast sketch. He has to hold on to the sign. He has to be the last one holding the sign.
Yeah.
in order to get the money.
All right, guys. So we're gonna see who can survive a deadly storm.
It's actually funny. He's either really determined or really depressed, but something's pushing him to do this. Like,
Yeah.
oh god, why am I here?
You know what's funny? I did a little bit of like reading up on like meteorologists and shit and like hurricane
Did
stuff.
this make you do that, or you just do that in your pastime? You're fucking weird.
No, yeah, I just love weather and weather related events.
Yeah.
I just can't get enough. I'm a total weather nerd. I don't know if you know this about me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I grew
Steve.
up on the Weather Channel.
Not to brag or anything.
Yeah,
but
no, definitely
I'm
not.
a Doppler dork.
Doppler dork. Hashtag DopplerDorks.com.
Doppler dingus. Yeah.
But the craziest thing is like they cut to them while they're doing the broadcast. Like, oh, let's now we're
see how
going to
they're
gym
doing.
in the storm, and he's just like, fuck. Give me a second here.
Chairman.
Give me a second. Hold on.
And they stay on him, like they don't
it's
cut
stupid as
away.
fuck.
They don't
It's
cut
dumb.
away to.
It's
They
dumb.
don't. They don't even cut away to like say, okay, well, he's clearly struggling. Maybe people don't want to see this. But I guess this is
But
like
we
the
do.
one thing people do want to see.
Now, keep it on him. We want to see if he dies. Keep it on him.
But no, what I was
they give
reading,
him a
what I was
microphone.
reading, I was just on Reddit and I saw basically like meteorologists. Apparently, they're freaks. They just love like this whole storm thing. They're like, oh my god, the beauty of nature. They're just so into the beauty of
They
nature.
be in a
Storm
storm.
chasers.
The eye of the storm.
Yeah.
They be in a storm coming and shit. Like,
Right, dick
oh,
hard. Dick, his,
oh,
his dick is
hard.
probably hard as hell. You can't see it right now. But.
He like, bro, this storm
This is
really hitting right
amazing.
now, bro.
Hey, yeah, you want to try? You want to get a taste of this? Come on out here, man.
Can you imagine the people behind? It's like a Rocky movie. The people behind the camera are like, "We should take the camera off him. He looks like he's suffering." And then like you have like Mick in the corner, like, "No, he's not getting hurt. He's getting off. He's just getting started. Keep it going, Rock."
Can we play it back from the beginning again when that tree hit him? I missed that part.
Let's give it a little go back.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Alonzo said it's more of a bush.
It's a
I think
little
it's a tree branch.
Okay.
This has to be
It
a
knocks
sport.
him off his feet.
Well,
he
you're
was
right, there's a
walking, it got
branch.
him.
It's got to be a sport. He only has one hand. His other hand's in a microphone.
Right.
So he was walking across the street, and all of a sudden, a little
Fucking
branch
hilarious.
got him.
you think he
him
might
on
be
the shit.
playing it up for the cameras? You think he might be like,
No. I think cause look at this. Look at everything around him. Like there was definitely a hurricane very close to them.
in the building that we're standing next to.
I like how he felt it necessary to point out that the alarm is going off.
Yeah.
Hurricane
Oh, well, no
is
shit. It's a
full
fucking
fury
hurricane.
unleashed right now.
Notice how they're all outside watching.
Yeah, man. You gotta catch it, man. The footage is
Watching it all.
I always wonder, like, what's the deal with hurricanes? Like, do they not destroy everything? Because they always made it seem like hurricanes fuck everything up.
You know,
But-
I think hurricanes are like distinct from tornadoes because tornadoes are like an entity that like you can see form, and when it happens, it's like it doesn't take up that much area of it doesn't have that big of an area of effect.
Tornado's small.
So like usually if a tornado happens, it's happening and there's a tornado nearby, you can spot it, so you know what's doing it. I think hurricanes are so fucking large that its area of effect is huge. So it's like even though you can't see the
Statewide,
hurricane,
yeah.
you see everything the hurricane's affecting.
right.
So I think that's the big difference because it's like we didn't see a hurricane, but we know there's a fucking hurricane nearby
Yeah,
because
it's a
a fucking
storm.
tree branch just flew by
Yeah.
and tried to trip me.
Yeah, there's
It's a
stop
storm,
signs
literally.
scattered and
Yeah.
shit.
It's just ridiculous amounts of
And I think
water.
it just and it lasts longer. So it's like you'll just be hit by like a lot of the residual effects of a hurricane
I'm just thinking about like
versus
what's
the actual hurricane itself.
like what's the decision to survive one hurricane living in Florida and then continue to live there?
Why Florida?
I think it's the same thing that pushes people to stay in California knowing that one day it's gonna break off and fall into the ocean. Like-
Well, I don't think it's the same thing because with that one, they're like, well, I'll be dead when that happens.
Oh,
Right?
but here's the thing. I hear that it's gonna happen sooner than a lot of people think, but I think it's. I think
Oh,
it's,
you're one of those climate change
Yeah,
guys.
man, or the polar bears. No, I think it's like very similar, where it's just like, listen, it's gonna happen, but as long as it's not happening now, whatever. I think
Yeah.
that's kind of what people
But
think.
this shit happens like every year.
I feel like it's because Florida people built different.
Right, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
really
And they
just
probably
what
cash
it
in some
is.
real fat insurance checks too.
I think it's just kind of like they think about it like, listen, man, it's a small price to pay to get summer every year, like year round. Like, oh, it's winter, not to me. And then they fucking go out in their shorts and shit. I think that's all what it is. Like, oh, I just, I have to evacuate like once a month. That's a small price to pay. So yeah, that's what I think it is.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah,
Shit, you got a hypotheticals though?
I do got a hypothetical. You guys ready
Yeah,
for
let's
it?
fucking hear it.
All
Bro.
right, guys. All right, Steve. So here's the situation. Let's say you go to a you're at a what do you call those things? One of those like street markets. Okay? You're walking around. You're like, I'm gonna buy something nice. I haven't been to one of these. It seems like a good opportunity to like do something a little different. You're walking by and some dude sitting down. He's kind of shady. He's like a guy that you can't really identify where he's from.
Okay.
But it's just like, hello, Steven. And you're just like, you're like, what the fuck? How does this guy know my name? He's like, come to me, Steve. I know what you like. And he's like, you're
shit.
intrigued. So you go to him and he's like, I have something just for you. And then he opens his hand up and he pulls out a plant. It's a potted plant.
Okay.
You're like, what is it? And he's just like, he's a plant that gives you money whenever you desire. Every morning you will get money. And he's like, observe. And he basically
Observe.
And he showed,
I like how you said it's ambiguous, but he's clearly
like
some
Indian.
kind of Arab.
I didn't want the accent to throw you off. Anyway, he's like, observe. And he shows you the plant, and it blooms, and there's $300 in the plant.
Okay.
You're like, wow. Like, he's like, it's a plant that gives you money every morning you wake up.
Okay.
And he's like, you know, and you're like, there's no downside. But he does warn you. He's like, no, let me tell you, Steve, if you buy this plant, there will be something that comes with it. For every price you get, there is a price to pay. And you're just like, whatever. Yeah, you're like, whatever, dude. So you go ahead and buy the plant because now you know you're going to get $300 every morning.
Okay.
So you get the plant.
Little welfare.
Yeah, there you go. So you go home and you put it on your nightstand and you wake up the next morning and you get $300 that bloom out the flower. And you're like, this is great. So you go outside and what you don't know, or basically you go outside and you're about to start your day and all of a sudden you hear a, join us, Steve. It's time. And you're just like, it's time. And you look around. You're like, what the fuck was that?
Is that a Mexican flower?
I swear to God, bro. He said, "It's time." That's what I knew. It was like, that's a Mexican flower,
Yeah.
bro.
And he's like, let the ascension begin, Steve. It's time. And then you're looking around like, what the fuck's going on? And then you notice that the closer you get to a tree next to you, you realize that you can actually hear what the tree is thinking.
Okay.
So the plant is talking to you, and it comes to you that the curse the man was talking about was that now you can hear what plants are saying.
Oh no.
Okay, so now you've been cursed to now hear what the plants are talking about. But here's the catch. All the plants are basically every plant you hear is trying to convince you to bury yourself alive. so you walk down the street and all you hear is like the plant saying like, the ascension is coming, Steve. Come, bury yourself.
Bury
It's time.
yourself alive.
It's time.
Oh, no.
Join
This sounds like hell.
so
That
now
sounds terrible.
you're basically cursed to where the plants are trying to convince you to basically kill yourself by burying yourself alive.
Like they're convincing me to do the worst
Yeah.
death possible.
Yeah.
Transcend your human body.
and the reason they're doing this is because if you ever heard the theory that like plants can actually communicate with each other,
Yeah.
that you can communicate with plants now, and they think you're a seed, so they want you to bury yourself so you can ascend to the great tree of the sky, which is what Beacon Plant's about. They want you to bury yourself
So if
alive.
they like it so much, why the fuck aren't they doing it?
Yeah. And so also like the plants are doing like precarious things that kind of make you like basically get closer and closer to burying yourself.
Okay.
So like every time you step in grass, it like feels like you're on quicksand basically because the soil gets softened.
Pulling me in.
Yeah, they want you to try to pull you in and like they'll blow pollen towards you so that bees and other insects are attracted to you.
Okay. So,
So-
wait, what's the dynamic for the grass? Because that just made me think. Like with the grass,
Yeah,
is every blade of grass talking to me, or is it like a hive mind?
It's a hive mind. So like the
Okay.
hive mind of the plants
Oh
are
my
basically
God.
trying to get you to bury yourself alive.
Okay.
And so you hear their thoughts and it's like, it's like almost protruding. It's like it's these intrusive thoughts of these plants trying to tell you to kill yourself. And the only time you can escape it a little bit is when you go inside like a building where you're not near plants.
Okay.
But like you'll hear them. It'll be like whispers in your mind like, bury yourself, Steve. Come ascend with us. The day of reckoning is
yourself
coming.
alive.
So like they'll say that shit to you, and you have to live with that. And the only way to break the curse is you have 4 days to return the plant to the man. And in those 4 days, if you don't return the plant to the man, the curse will be basically instilled forever. So if you turn it in 4 days, you can end the curse, but you won't have the plant that gives you $400 a day.
Damn.
But if you don't return the plant, you'll basically, after 4 days, it'll be permanent. Whether you decide to be like, oh, I'm just going to like get rid of it, it's too late. You have 4 days to decide what you want to do. And then, like I said, you either live with this curse and get like $400 a day from this plant, or you live with this curse forever of having the plants like
plants are,
basically
like-
in your mind trying to tell you to kill yourself.
The plants are literally colluding against me.
They're colluding against you. Or you can return it in 4 days and end it completely. What are you gonna do?
$400 a day. Does the plant like grow and give me more money later?
Every morning you wake up, it gives you it's just a stagnant $400 a day. It'll bloom $400. So like you can literally live off of that because like
Right.
most people don't even make that money. So you can live off of that, but you just have to deal with these plants
So,
telling
like,
you to kill yourself.
400 times 30. How much is that a month?
Sounds like a
You doing the math?
it sounds like an Eddie Murphy movie.
It's like
Right.
$12,000 damn near. 4 times 3.
That's
yeah.
$12,000 a month. That's not that much to be trying. get compelled to kill myself by
What?
plants.
That's a lot of money.
12 grand a month.
Yeah,
Oh wait, a month.
but I mean, you
oh
don't
wait,
have
He
I'm
said
thinking,
what?
I'm thinking a year. Hold
Yeah,
on.
a month, dude. That's a lot.
Low key, no. Okay, I would do it. Yeah, fuck
You
yeah.
do it?
Yeah, I would do it because those plants aren't getting the best of me.
I can imagine a weed plant telling me like, "No, don't smoke me," and I'm like, "I'm sorry, bro." Just getting fried.
And then the rest of the buds are just in the thing talking to you like, "Oh, our friend."
Like, please don't roll us up. I'm like, y'all finna go in this wood.
You're running out of time.
What if they like it?
reckoning.
They're like, oh yes.
I said,
how do they
good.
feel? How do the plants feel about getting eaten and smoked?
Huh? I mean, they accept it, but it's just kind of like they're more concerned about you burying yourself. Like I said, they think you're a seed, so you have to bloom. They're like, bloom with us, Steve. It's time to bloom.
They got their eye on the prize.
Yeah, they're just worried about like, yo, man, like do what everyone else is doing. Join the herd.
I mean, I feel like I would probably do it for like at least I would do it. I can't get out of it, I guess. But for like the first 5 years, I would just blatantly ignore it. I would take the money, but then eventually I would start playing with them. Like I would start burying myself and then, like sort of like tease them.
So you wouldn't
Halfway
return
and
the
shit.
plant basically. You know damn well you're gonna stick with it.
Yeah.
You're gonna find a
I'm
way
taking
to
the plus
minimize the
12
damage.
grand a month. You kidding me? Wouldn't have to do shit. I mean, it's just like I can just stay indoors away from plants. I don't go outside anyway. I'm already sitting in the fucking house all day. I work online. I don't even have to go anywhere. Yeah. No, that sounds
Just
awesome.
don't touch grass.
I could
I mean.
raise a family with that. You know? Are they gonna try to get my kids to bury themselves too, or is it just me?
Oh, it's just you. They want you to
Okay.
bury yourself. They want you to they
Okay.
want you to
Every
kill
now and then, Steve, you would bury yourself neck deep just to like, you feel me, like make them happy.
Yeah. Just to you know get them off my ass.
Get
for a
them
little
off.
bit.
They like, ooh, yeah, you like that dirt, don't you?
How's it feel?
How's it feel?
Just a little more, Steve. You're almost there.
You're almost there,
Like, nah, I don't think I'm ready yet. But then when I'm finally ready to die, like if I get cancer or some shit, I'll probably go ahead and shit, you know?
So you're actually gonna let them just bury you?
Yeah. Wait, so when I bury myself, do I instantly die or do I have to like stay in the dirt?
Oh,
until
no, you
until I
die like a
die?
human. So like you'll suffocate. You'll basically you'll
my
fucking
God.
asphyxiate, and then you'll rot.
But I get to go be in the great tree in the sky, right?
I mean, your body will decompose and basically feed the soil, but like it won't be anything special.
Oh, well then, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Then.
Okay. But the thing I'm saying, if you hear that every day, you might believe it. Are
Well,
you sure?
shit. I mean, are the plants friendly? Are they like compelling?
Yeah, they're really like
they
they
like
think they
Jehovah's
think they're
Witnesses?
doing. They literally think they're doing you a service. They're like, Steve, you are a seed. You must bury yourself so you can ascend. It's time. Come with us. Like they want to help you, but you're like, I'm a human. This doesn't make sense.
It's like like I'm stuck in the intro of a fucking video game.
Yeah, like I don't know. You think maybe they'll convince you one day? Like
No.
maybe I need to bury myself.
No, I won't. I'm not gonna die a gruesome death just because some fucking plants told me to. Of all, I don't even eat fucking salad.
I don't even eat
So
salad.
many things about that don't jive with me. You know? So I would just deal with it and take the money.
Okay.
And stay inside and not have any plants near me. I would have a concrete lawn.
No plans near me.
I would have a concrete lawn, no trees. Should I live in an apartment complex?
Okay.
I'll live in
His
a
ass are
condo.
living up projects
Yo.
and shit.
Yeah.
What about everyone else? What did you guys do?
Yeah, I'm gonna take that
Would you
bread,
keep
too.
the plan, or you think the intrusive thoughts would get to you one day?
I'm gonna keep the plant for the bread.
Okay.
Straight like that. Straight like
There
that.
you
I
go.
need my money, so
I'll be yelling at that plant like, "Give me some more, nigga."
Give me some more money, nigga. Like I need the whole dub, bro.
Yeah, my lifestyle would be magnificent.
I don't want intrusive thoughts.
Yeah. I'm a little on Hyrule side. I feel like one day that would just become like a little, because it's almost like someone screaming in my head every time I go outside because there's so many plants in the world.
Right.
It's like,
True.
But
they could be
imagine
saying,
going to
bury
like an
yourself.
arboretum. And like every tree's just like, do it
man.
already.
Like, you
Like
have
you go to London and now the trees are British.
like a, already.
Yeah, man. You go
Do
to like
it, you
Mexico,
fucking
like the cacti are just like, orderly, man. Why don't you fucking kill yourself?
I'm telling you.
You're thirsty, man.
You're
Just
thirsty.
Go fucking die.
Oh, it'll be even worse if you go somewhere and they don't even speak English.
Yeah, right.
You're just hearing nonstop kill yourself in another language.
Yeah, oh God, I don't know what you're saying.
Wait, I can talk back to the plants, right?
Huh? Yeah, but they won't
They're
listen.
just gonna keep telling you like,
Yeah.
shit, hey man,
They're very.
I don't know what you're saying, but man, you should fucking die.
Yeah, they're very single-minded in that aspect.
Well, they aren't plants. I guess. You can't really expect too much logic from a plant.
Hey man, you're wasting your breath, man. You should fucking die already.
Wasting time.
Nah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
take
shit
the plant.
sounds terrible,
doing the
man.
I'm gonna take the plant. Yeah,
All right,
try it
go
out.
for it.
Weed.
you doing
try
the
it
plant,
out.
You
Leezy?
got 4 days to make a decision, though,
That's
man,
a-
or else you're stuck
yeah.
with the curse.
Well, honestly, I would.
I
see
mean, that's
how,
an experience.
I would see how invasive the thoughts are, but if it's like manageable,
Weed, just like, hey man, you should fucking die, dude.
it's like it would only be like a
friends.
month. I would only have to deal with it for like a month. Then I'll have $12,000 and I can move.
Wait,
wherever
it's
the
just
fuck
a
I want.
month?
No.
It's like once you get away from plants, it's not a problem.
Yeah, Steve thinks he's gonna buy his way out of being near plants.
Have you seen the projects?
You
nigga?
know, bro. Yeah, there's just
Like a
blades
big
of
grass.
grass.
I'll be a
There's
trap
little,
lord.
you have a little thousands of fucking blades of grass, just like kill yourself.
I don't want to live in the hood though, man. I
Imagine
wanna,
if
like,
everything starts singing in unison to tell you.
But no,
that shit,
I can live
too.
in a condo, like
All
a
right,
condo.
That's messed
Okay.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going crazy.
Imagine if all, I mean, because like all trees and shit are connected. Imagine if they're like harmonizing to kill you.
It's like walking out to like
a
a
horror
fucking
Songs.
Nightmare on Elm Street song.
Yeah.
1, 2, Freddy's coming. Like you just hear that all the time.
It's just like little house plants. If you go out to the desert, that's like what the cacti say.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can't get away from it.
it's tough.
I mean,
Seems like I want my fucking money. I don't give a fuck. What you
I mean,
got.
y'all trying to get
y'all-
paid.
That money.
Steve said he can put some headphones on. Fuck you
Yeah,
somebody.
I got earplugs.
Right.
It's good.
shit. Yeah. I mean, honestly.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So we got a little video. We actually got some secret footage. Roosevelt was he was
Some
gone,
secret
he was gone
footage.
this week. This was actually him in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were you the
I'm
one?
curious about that.
Were you the one recording Roosevelt, or was this like some other dude? You
Listen,
just caught
I
in it?
don't know what y'all talking about. Let's watch this video first.
No, this
Oh.
was his homie recording him. He was-
Okay.
yeah, it was
No,
him.
I
don't,
figured.
don't believe that cap. All right. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. But we finna check this
Nigga,
video
this is
out.
Rosie in Mexico. What you talking about?
All
Let's
right.
see the video.
We finna check the video out.
You see
What
this?
is this?
Ooh, it's a lot of meat.
A lot of big girls there, huh?
Listen, I'm not denying that wouldn't be me.
I'm not saying I wouldn't be there, but
He is humping the fuck out of him.
there's some big girls there.
It's basically a bunch of big girls
Oh, no,
Yeah,
that's a man.
yeah.
Never mind.
dancing around. The
You
white-
think that was like the requested group? They're like, hey, only big girls. Like there's a big girl party.
This seemed like it's a big girl party because these bitches are huge. All of them.
They are gigantic. And it's funny because I'm
He
like,
said they are gigantic.
yo,
They are
I'm looking at the way she's fucking this dude, and I'm like, she's definitely the one doing the fucking.
She's fucking him.
Yeah, she's fucking him. Like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah,
that's
for sure.
crazy.
I mean, she definitely can't be on top.
That wouldn't
She's
have
being-
been me though.
True.
I couldn't go like that.
yo, come on, man. I can't go to a party where I'm the one being fucked. Like that's
Yeah, I titled this video "Hog Heaven."
hog heaven.
10 out of 10 times.
Oh,
That's
man.
actually hilarious. That's actually incredible. That it's like all the women have the same type of body type though.
Yeah,
Like
cellulite.
Yeah, there you go.
So you like,
They're all looking for the same type of chick.
Yeah,
That reminds me of the video of the thing you posted with Lizzo. Who posted that?
yeah, I posted that.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, Lizzo playing the flute. I should have queued that up for this, but Lizzo,
Oh, man.
Lizzo.
I seen some shit about that. I think it was on IG.
Basically-
I didn't see the video though.
Basically, the Library of Congress gave Lizzo this flute. It was a crystal flute owned by the 4th president, and they let her play it on stage. And while she was playing it, she started twerking.
Oh
She
my
know how to
God.
play the flute.
Yeah, she's a professional flautist.
She's a flutist.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I didn't
knows how
know
to play the
that.
flute. Yeah, she's
And then
been-
someone like compared it to a picture of like an old timey statue of Porky Pig playing the flute.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, they just
That's
will not let
interesting as fuck though. Who the fuck? How often do you run into a motherfucker that know how to play the flute? Like,
It's like Ron Burgundy.
that's a little unique if you
Yeah.
ask me.
But see how all the uniqueness is sucked out when you put a pig next to her. It's just like
Damn.
damn. It's like, and And even then, I'm not like a sympathizer. Like I'm like, yo, Lizzo definitely lose some weight, but I'm also kind of like, damn, like she can't do shit without people just coming at her. Either.
You know me, I'm a stand up for the BBWs, bro.
Brother
Right.
out here fucking.
No, for real though. I mean, shit. Shout out to her, man. She know how to play the flute, man. That's a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to her. She big as hell and she can play the flute. What's going on? None of y'all skinny bitches can play the flute.
Yeah,
You not
exactly.
shit, right? Skinny hoes not talented.
That's right. They got no talent. They got no hobbies.
They so damn pretty. They don't gotta do nothing.
Yeah, fucking pretty privilege, man. They got to do shit.
Right.
Just stand there looking pretty, ain't do shit, wasting our time.
I did see that. I seen some little shit on scrolling through Instagram and shit about that, but I didn't know the full context of what had happened.
Yeah,
So she was
playing-
twerking with that bitch?
Yeah,
or what?
she did a little twerk. She ain't played that much, but a lot of people are like, man, this is like stepping on the American flag. She played this fucking flute and twerked. Like,
What?
I'm starting to think America just has a
What?
problem with twerking because like that reminds me of She-Hulk and how like she twerked with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
But I think that kind of goes to like people who are really invested in the Marvel Cinematic
Man.
Universe wanted to be taken to some level of seriousness where it's like, can you at least respect the fact that like this had meaning before and now She-Hulk is twerking with goddamn Meg Thee Stallion? She's not even playing a character. It's just literally just Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, but at least they're bringing back Wolverine.
It's cool when they do it.
Yeah, they're bringing
Yeah.
back, what's his name? The dude that played Wolverine.
Hugh.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh
Yeah, they're
Jackman,
bringing back
yeah.
Hugh Jackman in Deadpool.
Oh,
I seen
that's
the
cool.
video of that earlier too. Is Hugh coming out of whatever the fuck he was coming out of, and the fan was recording him or whatever. He was like, "Oh man, how you feel? About getting back in the spot? I guess
Right.
I seen that.
Hugh Jack off.
So now that we got that little intro to Rosie's trip, man, you want to tell us a little bit about Mexico, bro? 'Cause
Oh,
none of us
yeah,
never
man.
been to Well, have you been to Mexico, Harm?
No.
Ain't none of us never been to
Oh.
Mexico.
Me neither.
Yeah, no Mexico. That's racist,
Man,
Steve.
shit, I went to.
I don't know, shit. We feel like our family over there. So I don't fucking
That is a little. You profiling, bro. What you on?
You could have asked anyone here. Oh, Hiram, have you been to
Oh,
Mexico?
Hiram. I know Hiram would know about Mexico.
I just figured he might have had some Mexican friends, and then they all went to Mexico together.
Okay.
That's a fair assumption.
Yeah, right.
I got Mexican friends.
There you go.
Nah, but Mexico was cool, man. Your boy went to Los Cabos, man. Shit, I was out there for 5 days, man. I would say the most exciting part of the trip, man, I went jet skiing for the first time, right?
Oh, shit.
Listen, let me tell you. When I was a shorty, you couldn't put me nowhere near open water without me getting nervous. So for me to go out on a jet ski, bro, that's different. I know I'm getting older, bro. But
good.
it was fun as hell. It was literally, I got the hang of it right away, but I started feeling myself too much, bro. And we flew off that bitch, bro.
Oh.
Like straight. No, we ain't fly off that bitch, but I hit a turn. I hit a turn with a little too much oomph, you feel me? And then we fell off in the water. And I'm just in the water like, damn, is this it, bro?
Damn.
Like straight up, I had a life vest on, but bro, you gotta, mind you, bro.
Can't swim.
Listen, bro, I used to be nervous.
Damn it.
Bro, I swear to God, bro, I used to be nervous being
Imagining
around
death
it.
for real. Like,
Wait, can you swim or-
Is this it? Like, you asked that question.
Look, damn. Wait, can you swim or can you swim?
Man, look, I like to say I know how not to drown. Okay,
Oh,
Okay.
No.
I like to
Right.
say that. You feel
Which
me?
means no, he can't.
That's a
swim.
no.
Man,
He was one life vest away from death.
I mean, listen, I had a life vest on, so I was Gucci, whatever. So, we in the water and shit. I'm trying to get back on the damn jet ski. I look pitiful as hell, bro. I had one leg up. I'm trying to get back on that bitch. I get on there, but I fell right back off. Like I barely could get on there. I fall right back in the water. I'm like, damn, bro. Getting all this salt, bro. I did not know how salty salt water really is, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like they call it salt water. I'd be like, okay, it probably tastes a little salty. No, boy, that shit. I felt that on my lips.
Yeah,
like
bro.
even
you
after.
was tasting Mother Earth, bro.
For real. Nah, but it was fun, man. I rode on the jet ski, man. It was cool. Rock climbing or whatever, zip lining. A lot of excursions, man. It was a great trip.
That's
For real.
nice.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
I could never do that unless I know at least, because I don't have any fundamentals when it comes to swimming.
Water?
Like if I fall in water, I'm just gonna drown.
Damn.
So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I like literally.
You seem like
Well-
someone that would be prepared for swim.
Right.
Like,
I wish I was. I'm not. Like literally, because I don't know. I never like recovered when I was younger. I had like
Just
this
don't panic,
experience where I
really.
like went down a slide because I wanted to impress my like grandfather. He was like the one taking me and my brother to the swimming pool, and he was like, "Yeah, why don't you go down a slide with the big boys?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a big boy." So I went down a slide and I started drowning. He had to, he fucking had to pull me out, and then ever since then, I'm just like, man, like holding your breath in the water sucks. I don't want to do that.
yeah.
And so like I just never like learned to swim, and like I had a fear of like putting my face in water. And like, yeah, I just never had anything to help me get over that. So like, I don't even know if I can put my face in water yet. That shit, like, I don't know.
How do you
Everything.
clean your fucking face?
I mean,
Yeah, no. he be in the sink. He get a him of water. He look at it like, not today.
yeah, I get a washcloth and take a deep breath. I'm like, okay, here we go.
He got some floaties on.
Yeah.
In the bathroom.
I got floaties and a fucking
showers.
bike helmet. I'm ready.
I'm ready for my shower.
Ready for my shower.
Yo, but no, it's like I like literally, like even to this day, to a lesser extent, because I've like been around it to like enough. But like looking at a vast body of water, like being close to it, just fucking innately makes me nervous. I'm just like, oh fuck, that's a lot of water. So like I don't even
Wow,
want to go
yeah.
near it.
You don't know how to swim, bro?
I don't know how to swim. I don't know how to swim at all.
Lisa, you know how to swim?
Oh wow.
I can swim, yeah.
Yeah, I know how to swim. I can't swim too
Float
well.
is the issue.
Like when I was in California 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, 2 years ago. I was out in the ocean, and then a riptide had hit me, so I got swept out into the ocean. And I'm like swimming, but you know
That's
the
some
riptide was pulling me in the other direction. So
Oh,
I'm
damn.
like trying to beat the riptide, and there's a couple people with me too, and they like trying to like come out and get me. But then the lifeguard came out. It was like a 16-year-old girl, man, and she came out.
Damn.
And she had to rescue. I
Saved
had to
the
get
shit out of
rescued
you.
by a child.
Oh
I had to get
damn.
rescued by a young
16-year-old
woman.
girl.
That shit just gave her some fucking credits for her college.
Yeah.
No, she pulled my fat ass
That's all
up
you were.
out of the ocean. She just, and it was crazy because she just gave me like a floaty. She gave me like a floating thing, like the the life preserver. She gave it to me. I'm holding on to it, and I like was like trying to lay on it and then swim at the same time. I'm like, it ain't no way she's gonna pull my big ass out of this riptide. But she did it. I mean, shit.
She got
She
you.
started like
She deserves
swimming
a
back.
medal.
She had to like bump it up to overdrive. She got on her back and started backpedaling.
Damn.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Did you feel some type of way being saved by a little girl?
I
or-
kind of did. Well, I mostly felt some type of way because I almost. I kind of felt some type of way because I almost died. Like I was like, man, I could have been
This
swept
is
out to
it.
sea and died.
This is it, unless you got me, you sophomore.
And it's funny because the main thing that would have killed me would have been not the fact that I didn't know how to swim, because I did know how to swim,
Yeah.
but just my level of cardio.
Yeah, you would have read that energy.
I just couldn't do it. I was just like out of energy. And it's like the people that were with me, they perfectly fine, like swam back to shore, but I was like just fat. So I tried
that
to swim
shit
back.
different.
I tried to swim back, and I'm just like, damn, I'm completely dead. Like I'm gonna just die. I'm gonna just
I
die
ain't-
here.
I was just dying.
That shit different, bro. Especially
Damn.
when you get tired in the water, bro.
Yeah.
Because I experienced that, with my little traumatic event that happened or whatever.
Yeah.
When I fell back into the water the second time, I kind of got a little water in me.
A little panicky
So when I
with that.
came back up, I was like, like, it was a little embarrassing. But I'm like, man, I gotta, you feel me? I had a female next to me, man. I had
Right.
to keep it
You
cool.
gotta show
you know
off.
what I'm saying?
Even in your final moments, you gotta show off.
You gotta have
You gotta be looking
and no
good.
face until you fucking actually pass out.
Right.
Yo,
But yeah, man, that shit different.
No,
man.
saltwater
Yeah.
tastes fucking
Like, you
terrible.
all right?
water's scary.
Have you never been in the ocean, then, Zo?
Huh? No, I've never been in the ocean.
Oh,
Just
wow.
like pools and
Nah,
stuff,
me
but
neither.
never in the ocean. I mean, shit, dude, how am I gonna? I can't even get like, 6 feet is too much. You gonna put me in the goddamn ocean?
Bro, I cannot
Infinite
believe you can't swim, bro.
I
That's
can't
a
swim.
shocker
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
pretty shocking. I would assume you
really?
would swim.
No, I
yeah.
can't swim. I like I said, I wish I knew. I just never had the chance to learn.
Shit, my
That's
my
crazy.
fat ass can swim. How the fuck can you not swim?
I,
nigga?
That's
I mean,
crazy.
barely. Yo,
Mr.
fucking,
Fitness.
yo, got swept away.
Barely.
Barely.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but no, water's scary.
Right. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. This has been a real viral video. This is this nigga, this dude going door to door. Yeah, let's just check it out. He's going door to door, and basically he makes a little Freudian slip. He makes a
Uh-oh.
mistake in his
I think I've seen
in
this.
his word choice.
Yeah.
Just a small confusion.
Yeah.
Misunderstanding.
Understandable.
Easy to
you
make.
seen this, Roosevelt?
No, I didn't. Oh no, I did see this.
Just another day
It's
at
a
work.
nice day in the neighborhood, you know.
Yeah.
Another day.
Little
I
suburban.
think
suburbia.
Lil Duval posted this.
A suburban day.
Hello. Yes, sir. Hey, how you doing? Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm Fernando. I work with Peak Energy. We're a few doors down. We're in 1845. Okay. So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking to niggers. Sorry, dude. Neighbors. I apologize, man.
He like, all right, bro.
No, man, that wasn't even.
What did you say, nigga? He like, all right, bro.
He's
I'm
like, damn.
And now he's just in shame.
Yeah, he just got shaved away. Like,
He's like, he just stands there and thinks about it. Damn.
yeah, I mean, dude, that's crazy. He's just like, oh man, fuck. I'm sorry, bro.
We're just going around talking to niggers.
I just like how the dude just immediately was like, you know what, man? All right, what? It just goes back in his house. Like, you know what, man? Fuck this. I'm
not even gonna give this the time of day.
Because I wouldn't even be surprised too. Because you see a lot of videos now where shit's faked. I would think like if this dude had literally just sat here and called me a nigger on my porch, I would think like, all right, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not gonna be a part of it.
Right.
So like I get it, but then the dude's also just kind of like, damn, like what a fucking slip, right?
Yeah, no, that's
what
crazy.
the fuck, man?
Man,
He was
dude.
probably like rehearsing that over and over again. Like,
Yeah, he had to build
Nah,
himself
he
up.
couldn't have done.
Don't
Couldn't
say
have
it.
done.
Don't say it.
don't say it.
Don't say it.
I saw a comment where it's like the intrusive thoughts won.
yeah.
Like this shit happened.
Dude was a
Shit, maybe the
jackass.
plants made him say it.
I bet it did, right?
Tell me something.
He'll kill you.
is coming. Call him a dick.
Call him a nigger.
I don't know how he slipped up and had that.
Call him a
happen,
nigger,
bro.
then bury yourself.
Various.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, man. But I can honestly see it because, you know, it's like one of those moments where, you know, you like go to throw something in the trash, but then you take like, say you have two things in your hand.
Yeah,
and
I
you're
know
gonna
what
throw
you're
one of
saying.
them away, and then you throw the wrong one
You
away.
throw the wrong shit
Yeah,
away.
it's like
you
he
know?
just, you know, and his name is Fernando, so he's Mexican or some shit.
Yeah.
So it's
Dude,
like it's,
Mexican?
Yeah, he just crossed the
Probably
wire.
Ecuadorian or something.
It's always hold on. It's always some type of alternative other than white. Like, was he white or not?
His name is
He's definitely not white.
how many white people you know named Fernando?
Fernando was his name.
Yeah, definitely like
He said,
Fernando.
he said, I'm Fernando from this company.
Yeah.
And I think he
okay.
actually lives in this area. I think he lives over there. Like he's actually their neighbor.
Yeah, he said like
literally their
over a couple
neighbor.
of doors down.
He could have been one of them Hispanic that grew up with whites. Shit.
Yeah, talk about a first impression, huh?
Yeah, right.
He tripping. He tripping on
Like
that
he gonna
one.
see Fernando ass down the street one day.
My thing is this: if you were the one answering the door, would you have been understanding and maybe think like, okay, maybe it's just a Freudian slip, or would you have been like the other guy and be like, all right, it's gone in the back in your house?
I honestly, knowing myself, I would have continued the conversation and we would have laughed about it.
Yeah.
Like I would have kept talking to him. We would have like had a little bit of a laugh.
I mean, considering the fact that his name was Fernando, I
I
guess
was like,
you know,
what?
you know, he's evidently he Mexican, so I would have just been like, "Huh, you tweaking, boy." Like, then we could have just continued.
I wouldn't have bought no fucking solar panels from him, but you know, I would have just
Nah, I wouldn't have bought him.
Just
I would have
humor
let
him.
him. I would have just let him exist in that bogus ass moment and just be
Entertainer
embarrassed
for a few seconds.
Yeah, it would have been funny. It would have been funny to keep talking to him because he just said nigger like out of like literally.
Right. Well, I mean, they're both two syllables. I mean, neighbors,
Yeah.
neighbors,
I don't know. I just
niggers.
think
Neighbors.
Yeah, it would have been funny.
I would have found it funny, and then I would have just been like, "Yeah, I'm good on the solar panels."
Right,
but-
Yeah, I wouldn't have bought from him because I don't want any fucking solar panels. But
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would have let it breathe a little bit because I'm like, it seemed like genuine to an extent to where it's like, okay, I recognize this guy probably just slipped up. I don't know what he was thinking about before this, but I mean,
Probably something.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I'd probably try to finesse him a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got you on camera. I got a Ring doorbell. let me get
What you just
50
said,
right
you
now.
got 50% off
Let me
right
get
now.
50 right now. I'm putting the video online. It's going viral.
I just would have liked to see how the conversation evolved. Like, all right, well, what a start. But let's see where this goes from
Yeah,
here.
let's see how you bring this one back in, Mr. Salesman.
Mr.
You know what? My first
Now I'm
pitch, I called you a
observing
nigger. So now we're gonna take 50% off.
Right.
I still would have put it online.
Because I definitely would have leveraged it. Like, let's say if I was interested, and I'm just like, all right, well, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's that much, but let's be honest. You didn't call me a nigger. So, like, I don't know. Maybe there's a deal for me here. Like,
I'd be like, shit, you got your debit card on you, bro?
He said,
It's an ATM right down the street.
like, hey, bro, it's an ATM right around the corner, bro. Let me go and get
Shit,
that.
what's the name of your company? I don't know. I don't think they trying to go viral. So
Y'all ain't trying to go viral, bro.
I wonder if this video actually, got them some sales, low key, from people that love.
No,
Nah,
nope.
they probably
No.
got fired.
They not going for that.
You didn't
Nope.
follow protocol.
That's not clean enough for sales. Even white folks wouldn't fuck with that, bro. They'd be like, nope.
Yeah, I think he got called in the HR. If I had to be honest, I feel like they had a meeting with
I'd
this
be
dude.
amazed if he didn't get canceled.
Right. I mean, should he's? I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's being canceled.
What if whole time he had
Not
a
canceled, but,
GoFundMe?
you know,
Like, what
his
if whole
job
time he lost his job, and then you know how like people lose their job or whatever, and they create little GoFundMes on the
Those
side.
GoFundMe's hit.
Yeah.
What if they did that for him, and that bitch had like 1K?
Yeah, they'll be like, Fernando, first off, they'll call him into the office like, Fernando, let me start by saying that you did an amazing job with sales this week. Your numbers are really high. We did have a small complaint, though, about your behavior. And then they show him the video.
Oh man,
Oh man.
Damn,
Oh,
poor Fernando.
poor Fernando. It was a solar company, right? Solar panels.
Yeah, they were selling solar panels.
This is why solar panels aren't selling that well yet, because fucking they keep calling black people.
Fernando had one too many Modelos that
Right.
day.
There you go.
No,
Oh no, that was a little bit racist.
that was no. Listen.
We gotta cancel Roosevelt now.
Hold on.
Yeah, there's a few too many Dos Equis, right?
Nah, I put that in there on purpose the whole time. I already knew what it was. That's why I threw it in there. It was just, it's all fun and games, man.
Yeah, right, we're just having fun. Just like the guy called the N-word, bro. It's just fun and games.
Yeah.
Right.
Just having fun. Oh, shit. Did anyone have an anecdote for us along the way? Or?
No, we can just get another video, then do a hypothetical. Or no, question. Let's do a question.
Okay. Yeah, question. Good time.
Little question, see what's going on. Provide some answers
Get
to
some
the,
insight.
to the people.
For the
Shit
folks,
like that.
the folks of the world.
Oh yeah, by the way, I may as well say it now. So definitely check out our highlights on Instagram, guys. Fucking at My Black Podcast. We've been seeing a little bit of growth, a little bit of traction on Instagram. We also got the highlights channel, My Black Friends Podcast highlights. So be sure to check it out sometime. This is some good shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, this question says, "What was fucking awesome as a kid, but sucks as an adult? Like what has really lost its value, its glamour? Like something that you used to really enjoy as a kid, but sort of waned. You're not really into it anymore."
I got one for
Good
you.
question.
Snow. I used to love snow
yeah.
as a shorty.
True.
Bro, I used to love snow, but until I started driving in it every day to go to work, boy, no. Hell no. I hate snow.
That's a
now.
big one. Yeah.
That is good. Actually.
Yeah.
For the first thing that came to my mind, and it's not like all of them, but like, God, cartoons. Like, there's certain cartoons that like I think about. I'm just like, how the fuck did I like this? It sucks.
Oh, really?
Like, what's an example? What's a cartoon that you used to like that you can't stand?
Fuck. Like most PBS cartoons.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah, but those are like built for kids. That's why it's like hard. Which I think is one that's more universal.
Yeah.
I
I mean, shit, I could still watch Adventure Time or a regular show right now. honestly.
Yeah, them,
Okay.
them always a hit. You must be, so you talking about like the old Channel 11 type.
PBS
yeah,
Kids.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I feel like that's not fair because it's like those are literally built for kids. So I
Yeah.
understand why I grew out of it. But it's just like, I don't know. There's like some shows that I know are like geared towards like everyone's entertainment that like I look at, I'm just like, this is fucking trash. Like maybe like a Pixar movie that like back in the day I would have been excited for it, but nowadays I'm just like, oh, this. Not only am I indifferent, but this looks terrible. Like,
the Minions 6?
yeah, like I'm just like, yo, this
Oh,
looks
boy.
like literally. I don't know how the fuck anyone would even show this to another human being. Like, it's that bad.
Yeah. Let me think of one. Well, what I obviously want to say is, I don't know if it's obvious, but like masturbation. Like when I was
That's fucking awesome.
Like,
what did you say?
like before I knew the joy of pussy, it's like, man, masturbation used to hit.
He said, look, it used to hit different.
He was like, this was the best thing ever until I found about pussy.
Hey, listen, I got to give you that one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, man. Like I used to beating off used to be like, wow, I can do this all day, and I would.
Man, I would.
And I did too. Yeah, and I did. But now it's like, man, shit. I don't
Can you imagine being a kid now? And well, actually, never mind. I'm not even diving into that. I was gonna say, can you imagine being a kid now and beating off? But as a kid, you wouldn't have the bread to buy none of that extra shit that they got out now for that.
Nigga,
So-
what extra shit do you plan on purchasing?
That's a good
Like,
question.
I'm saying,
what
like,
kind of kid is jerking off with a fleshlight right now?
but that's what I'm saying. Like, you couldn't, nigga, if you was a shorty right now, you would think about using a flashlight,
Hell
nigga.
no, because I'll think about my mom finding that shit and that conversation we would have to have.
Nah,
when she
that's
does.
your ass. You don't know how to get out that jam. I know you gotta know how to put some shit up, boy. Like for real.
Yes, Steve. You don't invest in your good times. That's a problem.
Get a little
I
closer
feel
to the
like
mic.
kids now. I mean, but like I said, as a kid, you wouldn't have the bread to be able to buy no shit like that anyway. So
I feel like kids have it harder too, because it's like, you know, when you're younger and you're like a shorty fucking doing that shit, it's like, I mean, you got the standard websites you go to, like Pornhub and all that shit.
Yeah.
But like now there's OnlyFans.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like there's like
Too much
kids that
variety.
might know like their fucking like neighbors like a 19-year-old daughter has an OnlyFans and they're like tempted by that shit, but they don't got money.
Yeah.
They can't fucking afford it. But it's
Or
like,
even if they do have money, they don't have a credit card.
Exactly,
That'll
like-
be a
Yeah.
real limiting factor.
exactly, like there's more of an out, like they have more wide range. Like, damn, I know Susie's doing porn, but I can't check it out.
Ooh, I just want to see those sweet titties.
Yeah. So I feel like it's like with us, it's like for me back then, the internet was kind of like almost this emerging thing. I'm like, damn, there's so much fucking porn out here.
Yeah, there's so much. There was so much porn growing
Yeah,
up, dude.
but like with them, they're like, there's so much porn,
But now
and,
it's like-
they don't even have the means to get to all of it. Like at least we have the means. They don't even have the fucking means sometimes.
Shit,
So
I
it's
remember
like-
I used to be on Pornhub and I would like see the same video twice and shit. Like I'd be like, oh man, there's that one again. What's going on? But now it's like,
damn, bro.
No,
You was really searching through that motherfucker.
I mean, shit, it's only so many Asian women making porn. Let's be honest.
I feel that. I feel
Yeah, man,
that.
there's so much content like reach unlocked shit. You know, you gotta get used to the same video.
It's a light category.
There you go. The light category.
Well, like what I really mean is it's not that heavy of a category, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but shit, I don't know if it's anything else really like. Well, it's probably plenty of shit that used to be good. I guess
Candy.
Eating, yeah, I was just about to say
Candy.
eating
Candy.
snacks, like eating
Oh,
cookies
yeah.
and
Going
shit.
crazy
Here's a
on
simple one.
snacks and all
Fucking Halloween in general.
Yeah,
I used to be
I
really
still love Halloween.
I like
shit.
it. I used to be really excited, but it's like, you know, I used to be excited because I'm like, man, I'm gonna be with like my fucking cousins. We're all gonna be dressed up. We're gonna go eat candy and knock on doors. Now it's just kind of like, you know, the spirit of Halloween keeps it alive, but it's not. I'm not really gonna do that much shit other than being like, I hope people are doing shit this weekend, or else I'm just gonna be in.
I only trick or treated like 3 times in my life because we started going to church.
As a kid,
Oh,
as
y'all
a
going
kid,
to
I used to be
Yeah.
excited,
Damn.
bro. As a kid, I would
It's
be
the
excited.
devil.
I get hyped for Halloween in the snow.
My low-key, my pops was on that when he was on his during his real religious stage. Halloween used to be the devil, but as a shorty, I used to be excited about the candy. But as
Right.
an adult, I'm excited about the sluts, bro.
Yeah,
For real, that's what Halloween is about. As an
Yeah.
adult, the
priorities
sluts, bro.
shifted. No more
For real.
candy. Where the hoes at?
Yeah,
For real, man.
That's good. That actually makes sense.
Hell yeah, bro. The sluts come out Halloween, boy. You see them costumes? Come on now.
Hell yeah,
just let's
man.
be all dressed up.
Be all
And
looking
shit.
for my
They be
sexy
dressed
cat.
up for real, bro.
You girl with
Tell
some
me.
cat ears and fucking pantyhose.
But yeah, when's the last time you sat down and ate a whole box of cookies? I don't know if you did that as a kid, but like a whole container of cookies. I know.
I mean, I was a little.
Lizzie is a cookie
Not
fiend.
that long ago.
I was a chubby kid, so I used to eat snacks, but I didn't really have a sweet tooth as a kid. Like even now, I never had a sweet tooth. I was more of just like a carnivore. So it was like, yo, give me a full fucking plate. That was the kind of guy I was.
Right. Yeah, no, I used to eat like I would go to the corner store. I would get 2 what are they called? Chico
Nutty
sticks. I'll
Buddies?
get 2.
Chico sticks?
I'll get Chico sticks and Nutty Buddies. I'll get both
Nutty
of them.
Buddies?
Zinger
Yeah.
dingers. You used to eat like the fucking
Yeah, I used to eat-
Walmart
yeah, I-
off-brand shit.
The Zingy Dingaroos.
Did y'all ever run into
Dingaroos.
as a shorty? Did y'all ever run into the houses where they'd be too lazy to open the door, and so they'd leave all the candy outside? They'd
Yeah.
like, take one.
Oh, man.
Did you ever take one, bro?
Dude, I took a
By
handful.
the time I get there,
I'd be
it's
like,
only
You took
3
a
left.
G. Hold on. He said he took a handful.
I would
boy.
take a handful.
We
I
would
literally
take,
say, "Ugh."
bro.
Y'all would dump the whole bag in there?
We would take the whole fucking
See, I
thing,
mean,
bro.
you'd be that motherfucker
Whole
that took
thing.
the whole goddamn.
And bro, we'll
That's funny as fuck. I could imagine
flip
Londo
the
just taking,
table
okay, I'm
over
going to
and
take one.
everything. We always had to do the most,
Oh
bro.
my
We had
God.
to flip the table over
Bro.
and do some extra shit, bro.
I
After we
had
took the
some
whole
morality.
thing.
I was like, listen, I get it. I'm not gonna take one because I ain't that. You know, I'm not a hero, but I'm at least gonna leave some for other kids.
Man,
Like,
shit.
I thought it would be the
Come on
opposite,
now.
a whole
honestly.
bag.
You
I
can't
thought
set that
Alonzo was
lick
taking
up.
one. I really
Lonzo so he
did.
take-
I really, really did.
Come on, Alonzo, you on the straight and narrow, bro. You can't be
thought he
taking
was
all the
taking
damn.
it.
I
He
ain't-
said, "I'm
I
gonna
ain't
take a
even take the candy
handful."
like that.
Man, look.
man.
I took handfuls when I was in high school trick or treating when I shouldn't have
This
been.
dude
high
put the
school.
whole fucking cake in his bag.
You never take a handful, bro. You take the whole fucking thing, bro. You don't never leave that lick set up for nobody. What? Come on now. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we was ignorant.
No,
But,
no,
I mean,
I feel like I'm the
putting in your
minority. I feel like
rounds.
definitely more people did what you were doing. I was just like, I don't know. I just had a part of me that was just like, come on, man, you don't
But
be
here's
that
my
guy.
thing: if more people did what he was doing, it wouldn't be no fucking candy in the bowl.
nah,
Exactly.
it
Right,
wouldn't.
but
I think about it like
It wouldn't be
the
no
only
candy.
reason.
So he's
there's
the
no-
only one that was doing it, and then it was over with.
You gotta make
Exactly.
your
Yeah, that was
rounds
it.
That
though.
sounds like
I mean,
the
you're
only
making your rounds
reason-
around the block.
The only reason
You know?
there's a bowl here right now is because at least a good majority thinks like I do. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Well, no, I would take one piece because but mostly because I'll be with my family and shit, and they wouldn't let me.
Your
Listen, man,
family
whatever
wouldn't
gets
let you
my
take
bag
the whole
full,
bowl, huh?
whatever fills up my bag the quickest, that's the route we take it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, take one, bet.
Like you got
I'll
a
leave
little
one.
map. You got a
Fuck
little map
talking about.
scrolled out, little map like
I'll
this is what
leave
we
one
hit
on that
last
bitch.
year.
I'm like, there's greed and then there's gluttony.
I got a quota to meet.
I forgot which one of your brothers said, but they said that like you used to like take the food. You used to take like
Half of their burgers. I was trying to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You'll be like,
yeah.
let me get one of your patties out of your
Rosie was a
McDouble.
villain. He used
Yo,
to take people's food.
No, listen, bro. Listen. This is the life of a chubby kid, bro. Y'all need to just understand that, bro.
Pull your mic out a little bit. Pull your mic out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even interrupt the whole show. But.
There you go. Damn it, Steve, you broke the fourth wall.
Hey guys, we're doing a podcast. Anyway, what were we talking about? Roosevelt's a villain.
Yeah, he said I was a villain because some other
you
shit
used
I
to
used
bully
to do,
your
bro.
brothers,
Yeah,
bro.
I
Bully your
didn't bully shit, bro. I made listen,
Got half of the sandwich.
Hey,
man,
Got
listen,
half of the
bro.
McWubble.
Yeah.
Bro, Hiram, why you have to do
You
me
used to
like
be
that,
give me
bro?
a percentage of your lunch.
Why you have to put me out there like that,
So I
Hiram?
could just imagine you definitely you trick or treated and you were like, "This bowl is mine."
Yeah, straight up, bro. Yeah, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Not just me. I mean, my brothers was on the same shit, bro. We
You
we
taught
used
them.
to tell each other. We see that. Y'all know what it is. We not
Taking out
leaving
sibling
shit.
tax.
That's a
boy.
lot of your day taken out. You know, that's good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I've taken handfuls.
For real, you would take a handful from
I
the take
never
one.
took the whole bowl, but I'd be like, "Fuck that! Take one dick."
Yeah, like, come on.
Okay.
This is the only house that, like, it's funny because it's like for some reason they would be like house with like the best candies. Like I'm
Right.
getting all this fucking like these I don't know these
Corn,
Three Musketeers
candy
and shit.
corn.
I'm like, oh god, thank God, some authentic Hershey's. They're like, take one please. I'm
Oh,
like, fuck
oh,
that.
what did you
I'm
just say?
thinking all them shit.
Did you just say Three Musketeers is beneath Hershey's?
Dude, Hershey
a
is
plain
Dude,
chocolate
Three
bar?
Nigga, who the fuck eat Three
Okay, first of all,
Musketeers?
Nigga, Three
Don't even
Musketeers-
get me started. Three Musketeers
does.
is trash.
Three Musketeers was light and airy and
Oh my
fucking
God.
tasty as hell,
He
bro.
hit us with the hold on. He hit us with the commercial facts. He bogus as hell.
Bro, that shit was like
About to
hand
square up.
spun to be like real fluffy. Come on now.
Are you
Nah,
kidding me? Three
bro.
Musketeers
It
is
was
trash.
like
Three Musketeers
chocolate-covered
is just fucking
mousse.
garbage. Like, oh, it's just chocolate, but it's filled with a bunch of shit. I gotta put some nuts in it. Here's some
No.
crunch, there's some nougat. I'm like, bro, give me some good old fashioned delicious chocolate. That's
No.
all I want.
Come on now.
Nah, Three Musketeers was trash,
See,
bro.
Thank you.
Bogus, bro.
See, Steve's the type of nigga that fucking gets off. I need candy corn. This nigga eats old women
Oh no,
candy.
candy corn is disgusting.
I used to love candy corn,
But
man. Come on.
Oh, you like candy
on.
corn?
Ugh,
Listen,
lazy.
man,
God
listen,
damn.
I ate
listen,
candy corn
okay?
too.
I was lactose intolerant. Okay? I was allergic to milk. I couldn't eat none of that.
Lizzie had all the generic
I was
candies.
trading all of that in. I was trading it
Lindsay
in
was sucking on butterscotch.
from lollipops
Butterscotch.
to candy corns.
I really,
And it was great.
I really fucked with those popcorn balls. Y'all remember those popcorn balls?
Uh,
They'd be like balls of
Oh,
like
yeah.
sugary popcorn.
I
They'd
think
be,
I
like,
think I
stuck
know what
together.
you're talking about.
Hell yeah.
They used to do this.
I remember that, but it's like vaguely because I'm like that. That
What
sounds like
candies?
such a like a like I don't know. I feel like they sold that in white neighborhoods. Like I think that's really just like in the
I used to
ghettos.
get them when I was like we went to the fucking Park District and when they had those one time.
I
You
had
ever got a
one
fruit?
before. I can't remember where I got it from, but I had one. It was like a syrup
popcorn.
type. It was like a ball of popcorn, but it was like a syrup that was holding it
Yeah,
together,
it's like
right?
stuck together with like a syrup. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It's not like maple syrup.
Marshmallow.
It's like a sweet.
It's like
It wasn't marshmallow. I wish it was. That would have been a lot better.
what they call it. Fucking high fructose. What,
Yeah.
you think it was that type of
Yeah,
shit?
corn
Corn
syrup.
syrup.
Yeah, some
Corn
kind of
syrup.
corn syrup sticky.
Ew, what
Okay.
the fuck? You just drinking pure ice.
Just all
I mean, as a
trans
kid, high fructose
Disgusting.
corn syrup is like the lifeblood. You know, that's like the shit you want.
I had
not
that
literally,
one time.
not like actually, just like.
Shit, y'all ain't never drink maple syrup as a kid?
Oh my god.
No, ooh, hell no. That's way too much.
Dip his hand in fucking
Oh.
sand.
I want to know what candies you had as a fucking supplement for chocolate.
I used to. My favorite
Ah,
candies
good
were
question.
always like.
He needs some milk.
Yeah. No, my favorite candies were always gummies. Like I used to love gummy bears, and I used to love like just pure chocolate. Like the furthest I would go on the chocolate spectrum to be like, you know, the shit in it was Crunch.
The most basic ass.
Yeah, I like basic chocolate. Steve.
You know
got a
what
problem with
used to
that?
be fire though? You know what used to be fire low key?
Gummy bears and chocolate.
What used to be fire was the it was like caramel, but it was caramel around the outside, but on the inside it was like this white, like creamy type shit.
Like
them
nougat. I guess?
cowtails, right? Wasn't that Hiram bought some of them when we moved in this bitch?
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Cowtails,
you
yeah,
did bring some of them. You did
yeah.
bring some of
Cowtails.
them.
They're a dollar.
Yeah, those
The
are
ones
delicious.
that I used to eat as a shorty though was like cut in like patties where you can see the white and the
Oh shit! Yeah. No, I've had those.
yeah
Those are
those
fucking
low key.
great.
But low key, I'm trying to hear what Leezy's that's what Hiram would sound like eating those motherfuckers. I'm trying to hear what Leezy's supplemental candies were, man. What was you snacking on?
Oh my god. Well,
Bark.
I mean, it's usually a lot of Skittles, Starburst.
Okay, that's
I used to
good.
like the dots. I used to be trading for dots like a motherfucker.
So just no
I'm trading
chocolate.
chocolate for dots.
Did you eat Nerds? I feel like
Tootsie
Nerds
Rolls
have
though.
nothing in them.
I used to eat Tootsie Rolls.
Okay.
Did that
I used
fuck
to
you
kill
up?
Tootsie Rolls. No. Tootsie Rolls are good.
My mom
They don't
likes
got
They didn't
milk?
mess with me. They didn't really mess with me.
That's
so
awesome.
That was my go-to.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, Tootsie Rolls. That's not bad. Fake chocolate.
Rolls.
Do you ever have like a non-lactose ice cream now?
Oh yeah. Like I actually 2 years ago I had Ben and Jerry's. They have almond milk ice cream now.
What?
It's
Yeah,
it's
things have really been
good.
getting good for the
So,
lactose intolerant, man.
Yeah,
you
they-
got soy, you
Impossible
got almond,
Burger.
you got oat.
Yeah.
How you feel about oat milk?
I have never had it, but
Okay.
I'm
I
glad
already
they
told
have
you
the
guys
options
story
for my
what
type
Steve
of people.
Fucking oat milk did to me. I'm
Yeah.
never
Milk.
again.
It made you gay.
Yeah,
They milked an oat right now, Alonzo's fucking ass.
You guys don't want to know what oat milk did to my
You don't want
ass.
to know what it is. I'm like sitting there with one leg and one eye. It's like, you don't wanna
Fuck
know.
with my ass, man.
Oh shit.
Anyway, let's get on to the next video.
Okay, I was gonna bring up a side topic too.
Okay.
Because the whole candy thing reminded me of like, do you guys remember like Valentine's Day as a kid in school?
Yeah, I do.
Where like they would have the kids would ask or the teachers would basically be like, you can hand out a Valentine or like a candy.
Yeah.
To, like people, I used to fucking hate that because I never got a candy. I used to be so sad.
Oh, for the
Damn, bro.
Valentine's.
Yeah, dude. I was like an unpopular grade schooler, so like I was like fed and socially awkward, so like no one liked me that much, so I didn't get any candy,
Oh,
and I would feel bad. I would feel bad. I would leave candy for like I don't know a girl I would like. I would be like I'll leave her a Valentine and hope she gives me one back.
Right.
I didn't understand social dynamics. Like I know she exists, but she didn't know I exist.
Right.
So yeah, it was just be like I would watch that shit. I remember one time. I remember because everyone would get their shit and then they'd be like, yo, let's like everyone would go around the class and be like, ooh, did you get a candy? Did you get this? I went and got a candy off the teacher's desk and put it on mine just so that
dude,
everyone
that's
thought I
depressing
got
as fuck.
something.
Oh, damn.
Poor
Oh,
little
dude,
Zoe.
It was
Oh,
so
man.
sad.
Little baby Zoe.
Oh my god. Oh my
Damn.
I got. It was like the most desperate a fourth grader could get.
Just give me one piece.
God.
Give me one piece,
Candy 'cause
please.
he
You know that's
wanted-
sad as fuck.
You guys, I'm just imagining Zoe like
I got a
like
sad story for you, too,
standing
though.
on the desk
That's
like,
bad.
you guys, who left this on my desk?
Can I get one?
He's like trying to play it off. Which one of you guys
Come
was
on.
this?
I know you guys care. Come on. I know someone got this for.
Someone
I
cares.
had to make up a story in my head. Yeah, it was bad.
Nah, low-key, I don't think I ever. I mean, I might have gotten candy like, cause I had like female friends, I guess, when I was a kid. Not really, but I sort of did. And I might have gotten candy once or twice. But I remember the main thing used to be that you could like send out like telegrams. Like you could like write a note.
Candygram.
Oh, messages?
Candygrams, yeah. Yeah, you could have a candygram sent to somebody, and I would always send them to my crushes. But
they wouldn't send
they
shit
wouldn't send
back
shit
to
back.
you.
Hell no.
Damn.
But then there'd be niggas in the class. It's like, I got 15 of these candy grams, hoes on my dick.
Damn.
Holy
That one
shit.
chick and all the
Like
candy.
what?
I think
What the fuck they do that at? Because I'm trying to think like candy grams.
Candy
I ain't getting no
grams.
candy
I think we
grams.
had something
I
like
remember
that.
They did that at Roosevelt.
And for Christmas
I
remember
too.
that.
Yeah.
I think the biggest barrier I had is the fact that
Christmas. Yeah.
like up until like the end of second grade, like I had transferred school like 5 times. So like I would go into a classroom and everyone had rapport and cliques and shit, and I would be the new kid.
Right.
So like, you know, it'd be like around the time shit came up and like I didn't have any friends.
Yeah, that's understandable.
That made it
though.
like a lot harder like in the younger years. Later on it got better, but like yeah, when I was younger I was like, man, fuck this. I don't have any friends.
Yeah,
I used
it's
to
like
just
that, man.
like the candy
Like
shit.
that.
I like candy. I don't care who the fuck left it. If it's candy, you feel me, and I can eat it.
You just steal from the kids.
Then
It
we
could have been a
fucking-
janitor, goddammit. He
Well,
left some
shit.
candy.
I don't know if
shit.
you want the janitor leaving you candy, bro.
Hey, listen, as
He's like
a
inviting you back to his closet.
Oh no.
as a kid, man, if it's candy, shit, I ain't saying
This
you
nigga
feel
do
me.
some things. for
Imagine-
some
I ain't
candy.
saying I
imagine
would've
your
went
kid
to the
coming
janitor.
home,
I
like,
beg your pardon.
Candy.
I got a bag of candy from the janitor.
I ain't saying I would have went to the janitor's closet. You feel? I'm
So
just
he would
saying.
find you. It's okay.
Yeah, right.
Right, nah, he'll sweep your ass right up.
You gonna sweep me with the long broom?
Yo, he leave like a trail of Starburst leading back to his
Bro,
fucking
that's
closet.
like that.
To the
who's
boiler
that from,
room.
Family Guy.
Fucking
Herbert.
Herbert
Yeah.
the pervert. Yeah.
Some popsicles in the cellar.
I would have been that one fat kid that got caught. Then.
Listen here, boy. I got some candy downstairs in the boiler room.
Popsicles.
Yeah, no. Hey, he said he did the little whistle.
But you know, pedophiles not fucking with these kids. These kids just graduated from 8th grade. In this video we got.
Okay.
They
Fire
just graduated.
transition.
It's pretty interesting.
I told you my dude was fucking play. I told you it's gonna get. We don't play with no regular nigga.
Damn, where they get all those fucking guns?
Don't play with my slime. On 4th grade, it will guess like that. Switchy. No talking. No cat. No talking. Switch game. 3 switches right here. And I put the bitch. That's just enough right there. That's enough. 1, 2, 3. That's enough. Yeah, big we don't even got our shit off. We don't even got it.
The fuck?
That's crazy.
This is
What the
Chicago
hell?
too, by the way.
That was an 8th grade
That's crazy.
graduation.
This is Chicago too.
Yeah,
That's crazy because that shit real, bro. That shit is wild
it
as
is.
fuck.
It's a bunch
That
of
shit
kids.
is
culture.
real.
Anybody that's not watching, it's
Which
a
is
bunch
sad,
of
but, you
kids.
know.
They just graduated from 8th grade and they showing off their blicks. They're showing off all their guns.
3 of
That's
them had
insane.
automatic switches.
Yeah.
It's in the music, man. All these
But
kids just look
what
up
I'm
to that.
what
shit.
I'm,
They're being
what I'm
very
thinking though,
unsafe.
they probably have like older brothers and shit that's into that shit, and they just were like, I graduated, let me get the gun. We gonna make a little video.
Nah,
Nah,
that's not how. It
You
goes.
think they
Nah.
own? You think they own
some
these
of them
guns?
These
niggas,
are niggas
some of them
jacking
niggas
cars.
is about
These
it.
are the kids that
Don't
are
get me
jacking cars
wrong.
and shit.
Maybe the one with the cap and gown on, he was the one that really
of these kids is
graduated.
crazy.
But some of them niggas is really.
Every
doing
one of
that
these
shit.
motherfuckers, they didn't go to graduation. There was one friend.
There was one that actually had the cap and gown
exactly.
on.
Exactly. That
Like,
shit. And
It's
he
bad.
he was like yeah,
think it's not
they
bad.
brought me mine. Now put it back before my mom finds it.
Damn.
shit.
And then everyone else
It's
was
just
like,
bad
we
out
keep that shit on us.
Right. Oh damn, that's fucked up. Man.
That shit real,
Cultural
man.
guns out there.
That's
man.
rough.
Especially in
I was
Chicago.
thinking 8th grade, but 8th graders be having guns like that in
I
Chicago.
guess so,
Yeah.
man.
I remember when I was in CPS, I definitely saw a bunch of 8th graders getting popped the fuck up with pistols and coke and shit.
Fuck. Yo.
I was in 5th grade. I was like, God damn, those kids are cool.
Oh man. Yeah, how these kids get so fucking cool?
they get all the fun
It's
toys.
like, that's why they get all the pussy.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That
shit.
is
I wasn't ready for pussy in 8th grade.
They're getting high school pussy.
Damn.
Man, can you imagine being a fucking 17-year-old bitch fucking an 8th grader? What the fuck? That'd be crazy. How you getting high school pussy?
Well, I mean, he's got a gun and a
He's
car.
got a
I mean,
gun
shit.
and a stolen car.
He's got a gun and a stolen car. This motherfucker can do anything he wants.
That's more than most everyone else has. So shit.
Yeah,
That's
my-
more than any other junior currently in their school. Remember when we were in high school and all the hot bitches had like 25-year-old boyfriends?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
They just
dude,
had
that
like
is a
older boyfriends that they would brag about and shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is
My
wrong with
boyfriend took me to his job. Like, what?
y'all?
His
Yo, bring
office.
your child bitch to work, man.
Bring your underage girlfriend.
Your underage girlfriend. Yeah, that's better than child bitch.
It never even hit me.
Good job,
at
Lizzie.
the time that all these
Child
fucking-
bitch.
Like, yeah, no, he works at a McDonald's and I hid in his car for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Dude, it never even hit me at the time that all these 15-year-old girls had 25-year-old boyfriends. I was
Pedophile boyfriends.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Pedophile boy.
A lot.
Pedophile boyfriends.
Shout out to you crazy ass girls.
It was always the baddest bitches too. They be the
Yeah.
ones
Yeah.
that have it too.
ones that developed.
Well, because if you
earlier,
gonna
I'm
be a
above
pedophile,
you.
if you gonna be a pedophile, I guess they like, well, I may as well get the baddest
Creme de
high
la
school
creme.
bitch.
the baddest one.
The finest of the children.
I'll take your finest children.
Yeah, no.
Look at them. Fresh.
Yeah.
Look at.
No, that's fucked up, man.
That's pretty fucked up.
That's like some Greek shit.
That is
Greek
no,
Jesus, like
That's real shit. That's just like fucking. I don't know.
As the Greeks.
Excuse my language. Retarded dudes that just
mentally
can't get
challenged.
laid.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they deserve prostitutes, man. They should have a
They're
whole
just
farm set up for retarded
Well, just
people
go
to
get
Yeah.
prostitutes. Don't
should.
get out of the high schools.
They need to go to like a foreign country where it's legal. It's like
Are there any retarded girls in college?
retarded girls? I mean, I would say like stupid ones. I don't know if they're
Yeah,
like technically
they're not like-
retarded.
yeah.
then
They
I-
just a little
There's a
special.
lot of airheaded women in college.
Little
Absolutely.
special.
Yeah.
Retarded.
Speaking of love and shit, so I have a hypothetical.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Basically, this one might be a little bit like deep, but
Oh my
Oh
god.
wow.
let me just
I like how
bounce.
Steve turns towards me.
Right.
Just open area
He
to
did.
his
The other
left.
direction wasn't free.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I couldn't get my hypothetical out. That burp was blocking it. But
Smells
basically,
like dick.
would you rather be unable to ever experience true love ever? I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but you'll never be able to experience that like that beautiful feeling of like complete like total infatuation with somebody in love. You can never experience that.
Oh, this one's easy.
already the basis of this is like you're fucking lonely forever.
No, you're not lonely. So you can still go on dates. You can still go out. You can be like kind of interested in people, but you'll never fall in love.
I'll never be infatuated
Yeah,
with a
you
woman.
can
Okay.
you can have that like you can have
Dang.
like you know basic interactions with them and shit, or you can only date in VR. You can only
Oh, no.
date. You can only be in a relationship. You can only do any kind of like you can only do things in
only-
VR.
So
But
you can
fall deeply in love, and you can have that real true.
But we
love.
can't fuck.
I can only
Yeah,
touch
am I
VR
gonna meet her in
titties.
VR or like am I gonna meet her or it's only gonna be like
Can I jerk
like
off?
is the dating
and chat?
stage only in VR or I will never actually be physically next to her?
You won't be able to physically interact with her.
That's weird.
Is there like
Wait a
VR
minute.
titty touching technology?
There's some
Yeah,
technology where you
like
can
haptic
like
feedback.
basically
Yes.
like you can put a dildo in your ass. It vibrates at the
Huh?
same
Why
speed.
in your ass?
No, I read about this.
Yeah, it's like it vibrates at the right speed, so you can like simulate having sex with her.
But
Right,
hold
but I
on,
just want to
bro.
touch her
You're
titties.
talking about the fucking fleshlight, not the dildo, right?
No, it's not a flashlight.
Like, what do I get out of it?
There's a machine that'll connect to your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and suck your dick.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
okay, yeah,
At
that's
the,
what I
at
was
the
talking
same rate that a dildo will be in someone else's shit.
Now, what's the point of it connected to my Wi-Fi exactly? Like,
So that you can
so that
fuck
you can-
someone else's mouth.
Basically, it's like
I can watch porn and
she-
it simulates that.
Not
Like,
no, it's not
a
porn.
person.
You can like be engaged with her.
oh,
Then she can like be sucking on this dildo, and then the machine will be like replicating what she's doing to the dildo. So
just
it's
like they have this now.
Currently, it's
they
like
have something-
$600.
They have
He
something
like,
similar.
what?
They have something similar.
Okay.
No. It's a thing.
It's similar.
Wow.
It's very close.
It's
yeah.
similar. It's similar.
very close.
It's not like it's not like
It's like a
it-
big ass
it's
machine.
Like imagine it, but like imagine it, but like at like a low resolution. Like it's not like that you can feel them touching, but it's like they can control the machine that's
Or like
Right,
a fuck,
right,
like
right.
a fuck machine.
Like,
Yeah,
a,
like a
like,
fuck
a,
machine.
like,
Fuck
a,
machine.
like,
Okay,
like
yeah.
imagine like a cow milking machine.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
so they can
But like
like
pretty
like,
good sensitivity.
Like
Yeah.
you can be in VR and then be like, yeah, you like that, and then it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go a little
And then you
faster
can-
now,
and then you can
and
turn
then,
it
and then,
off.
and then she turns it up.
Oh, that's
It's a
right.
little bit of a delay and
Ah,
shit.
And she's
There's-
like, hard.
There's actually one
Yeah, it's
that
like harder. Then you turn it up on your end, and then she's
Yeah.
getting pounded.
Is there like I can like link applications so I can put headphones on so I can hear her and then like
Yeah, you can go in
It's
VR
VR,
chat.
nigga.
I can
It's
sit in
the
a
whole-
vibrating chair. Like,
She
you
can
can do
literally
whatever
just
you
be
want.
a VR
Oh,
character. She
you
can
can
be
do-
like Minnie Mouse, just like
Yeah.
sitting there taking it.
I got my
no.
VR headset on. I mean, that's damn near
Yeah, she
close
can be.
enough,
said
shit.
She can even be a dude if you want. You can even make her a dude, bro.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
You can make her a giant dude.
Yeah, you can make her a fucking 50-foot dude.
You told me I can fuck Shrek? What did you say, nigga? Oh man, what's not to love?
Yeah, yeah, man.
Oh man.
Every night it can
So
be
you
a
can,
different
but you can fall
cartoon
deeply in
character.
love with her. You can mail her some of your cum, and then she can have
I
your
don't
children.
know, dude. Call me old fashioned, but I want to have my girl next to me.
Anytime a nigga say call me old fashioned,
Probably on flash.
Like, I don't care how much the technology gets. Like, that seems like an alternative. If I don't fall in love, so be it. But I want to have a woman there that I'm actually fucking. Like at the end of the day,
Facts.
I gotta go with the first
okay,
one.
So
Nut.
you can meet. You can have one
That
vacation.
sentence is so funny.
I'll make it. You can have one vacation a year where you get together and fuck, and the kids get to be with both of their
All
parents.
right. I mean,
What?
where the fuck the kids come from?
The kids have
Well, if you decide to have kids, y'all ain't allowed to be in the same tri-state area. So,
Bro, you lost me. What's the hypothetical, bro? I'm lost.
nigga, the hypothetical is you can never fall in love. You can never have like true love. You can never be deeply infatuated with a woman,
Okay.
or you can only date in VR. But you get one vacation where you can meet up every 2 years.
Bro, I'm obviously not taking the VR. That sounds terrible.
But you don't never get to fall in love, bro.
You're just gonna be fucking
but I get
bitches
to
your whole
fuck.
life.
Exactly. I still get to get my
Fucking
nut
dumb
off at
bitches.
the end of the day. So
They're never gonna like
I'll
a
say this,
bitch's
Steve.
conversation. Every bitch's conversation is gonna be exhausting
yeah.
forever.
I think I get where you're coming from, but I think you're also grossly overestimating how much I truly believe love is necessary. Because I'm like, listen, if the necessities are taken care of when I'm fucking and things are all right. I think the love is just kind of a
So
add-on.
you just gonna be
You're
in
fucking
a,
this girl that's looking at you.
I guess you could go with like never being in a real relationship, but it's
Yeah.
like
I mean, I don't know. Like,
you're
it's
gonna be with this bitch that doesn't
she's-
like you.
She's
What is
just,
the thing, dude?
she's
Like,
downright disgusted with
If
you.
I had to choose, if I had to choose between love and real sex, I'm going with real sex every
Right.
time. That's the
Okay.
thing.
So like I don't
well,
need no bitch
she's-
to listen to
she's
my
I
dry.
don't know.
problem.
Listen, man, like,
She's dry as the Saharan desert.
let me tell you, man.
Oh damn, that's different.
Is that
It
like?
does not feel good unless you lube it and you
Oh,
YouTube it yourself.
You too bit.
That might actually be worth some love.
You see
I
what
mean,
I'm
shit.
saying?
At that point, I'm comparing. Like, which
She
is better.
doesn't care about you, so she's just dry as just
I thought
a
I
day
couldn't
old
fall
pie.
in love though.
But
She
it's
can't
like
fall in
so
love
you
either?
so you would like no, there's no love. You can't experience love.
Okay, so it's just
It's
She
not that you
doesn't
can't
get
fall.
wet.
It's
Oh,
that
it's just
there will be no love
Oh,
in
it's
the
just
in the.
dry transactional sex.
Yes.
Okay.
All you get is
Yes.
dry transactional pussy
Your dick
with
is
no
hard.
feelings attached.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
So it's like fucking a prostitute, basically.
Literally,
Yeah,
every bitch you fuck is
except
like fucking
she's-
a prostitute.
Except she's not emotionally damaged, so she's not into it.
Okay.
Mm.
You know what? That's more compelling to think about, but
She's just there.
I would still go with the real pussy only because I can see
That's
myself.
a lot of lube.
I can build a life around that. I can build a life around just having like dry transactional
Gallons
sex.
of KY
But I don't know if
jelly.
I could. Yeah.
I don't know,
I don't know
man.
if I could build a life around like, oh, I get emotional connections, but it's like I'll never really be with a woman.
No,
Like,
you're with her in VR, bro. And this is like VR is gonna be intense.
Nigga,
in the
I
next
don't
guys
want
have
to
a great
rely on
conversation.
technology to fucking have a connection.
Yeah.
You guys have great
I
conversation.
feel like I'm losing a piece of my humanity.
She has the same
Like,
job.
Yeah.
No, but you're finding that piece of your humanity through love.
Every
It's not
year,
worth it.
every
Nah.
year you guys
You get
meet
to fuck
in some
her once.
different
It's gonna be.
country.
It's gonna be like, dude, that nut's gonna be so good.
Every year you get to fuck
What?
for a week in a different country.
Yeah, you walk up in there,
Yeah,
Listen, man, I'm being true to
It's me,
myself
baby.
right now,
And
and
then
for
y'all
some
just
reason, like
go
it's
crazy.
like in my heart of hearts, I feel like I don't even need an emotional connection. Like I feel like it'll be great, but I feel like it's not necessary.
Oh, fucking
Like,
red pill zone.
Yeah.
It's red pill zone.
Yeah, man, I'm just like I'm
I don't
too
even need
detached.
the love. I just need that fucking hole.
I
Just
didn't
give me
even
that fucking hole.
Just shake that hole, man. That's all I need.
Speaking of red pill, let's see Jordan Peterson crying.
Oh,
man.
Oh god.
Good transitions, man. I
That
love
was
the
a great
transitions today.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Trying to be a host and shit.
Yeah.
So this is Jordan Peterson. He appeared on Piers Morgan. For anyone that doesn't know, he's been not cast, but he's been like basically this bitch Olivia Wilde made this movie where they compared him to like an incel overlord that's just
Yeah.
like
savior of the incels.
weaponizing young men to fuck the world up and shit. But
I've got to wrap it up. I don't want to, but I have to. I want to ask you just quickly, the film director Olivia Wilde has a new movie out, which she says is based on you, this insane man, this pseudo-intellectual hero to the incel community. Incel being these weirdo loner men who are despicable in many ways.
They got serious.
Are
You
you
can see it
the
in his
intellectual
face.
hero to these people?
Sure, why not? You know, people have been after me for a long time because I've been speaking to disaffected young men. You know, what a terrible thing to do that is.
here come the tears.
Yeah, he's feeling it.
I thought the marginalized were supposed to have a voice.
It's making you emotional. Talk about
Pause it
Oh,
real
God,
quick.
you know.
Pause it for a second. Just a second. So he said, I thought the marginalized were supposed to have a voice. And like one of the main things I've been seeing people say is like, well, he's usually talking to like young white men, so they're not really necessarily marginalized. But I don't know. I just wanted to point that out. You can keep playing it.
All right, let's see the whole. Let's get like at least a good part of it.
It's very difficult to understand how demoralized people are. And certainly many young men are in that category. And you get these casual insults, these incels. What does it mean? It's like, well, these men, they don't know how to make themselves attractive to women who are very picky, and good for them. Women, like, be picky. That's your gift, man. Demand high standards from your men. Fair enough. But all these men who are alienated, it's like they're lonesome and they don't know what to do, and everyone piles abuse on them.
When she said that, Olivia Wilde, it stung you, didn't it? I saw the
by
reaction.
that time, you know, that as far as critiques go, that was kind of low level. I mean, once I got painted as Red Skull, you know, magical super Nazi, that was kind of the end of the insults. There's no place past that. So when Olivia Wilde made those comments, the first thing I did was go look at the preview for her movie, which I quite liked. I thought I would go see that movie probably, and perhaps I will. It didn't really bother me. My family and I talked about it right away, and we were able to respond to it with some degree of humor, which then people completely misunderstood. I said I hope that, you know, that if I had to be played by someone, I think Chris Wilde, is that, he's a very good-looking man, and so that seems all right, you know. And then I said something like, I hope he gets my fashion style choice right when he plays me. And it was a joke. All that was a joke.
I mean, you've been so controlled today.
You've got the gist of it, or
and yet in that brief moment.
Pause it. Yeah.
Who is Olivia Wilde?
Olivia Wilde's like an actress, left-leaning sort of.
She's an actress. She made a movie.
She was an actress. Now she's a producer type person.
Can we pull up a picture of her? I just want to see what she looks like.
I mean, I've heard of her, but
I don't have any judgment. I just want to see what she looks like.
Yeah, Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, Olivia Wilde.
the fact that she's making a movie, it's just kind of out of left field.
Listen, man, I got a lot of opinions that I know people don't want to hear. So it's just like, I'll say this though, like I don't understand why people don't like Jordan Peterson, because I know, like, for one thing, through listening to Steve, a lot of what he says is literally just based on it's pretty much a lot of extent just based on him trying to help men who are either going through depression to one extent or another, whether it be between like not having their life together, like feeling unsuccessful in one area of life or another, whether it be in like development or like getting women or things like that. A lot of what he says is just based on trying to get men on track. And I don't see the problem with that. And what I noticed from this type of interview and the type of feedback it's gotten, it kind of goes to prove his point to a large extent, to where a large society doesn't seem to really care about men's problems. Right. Like if you're a man and you're depressed, it's always going to be followed by like some sort of insult or shaming language versus just trying to understand why the narrative exists to begin with. And I think that's kind of what I get out of it. I think in a large extent, people don't care what men have to say or our problems.
I think a lot of people don't really ever regard the actual fact that Jordan Peterson is he was before he got like super canceled. He was a practicing psychologist for like 20 years, and he's also a professor of psychology. Yeah. So it's like people don't really consider the fact that he's not just spouting pseudoscience and nonsense.
Literally,
he's been teaching and handling young adults for a majority of his life at this point. So people don't really think about the fact that he can actually be an agent of change in these people's lives and produce the changes that he speaks of. Like they
But
just think
does
of
he
it like
fuck though?
I mean, he fucks his ugly wife.
Yeah,
at the very least, he fucks his ugly wife.
Then he's a leader of incels.
Yeah,
well, he's got a wife.
I
guess,
think
and
he's got a small dick.
Yeah, but no, basically, so we didn't really see the whole clip. There's some. Can you actually just skip ahead a little bit? We gotta see when he starts crying because that's the part
He
that
cries
actually matters.
more than that.
Yeah, he actually
Oh
he
my
cries
God.
twice. He
I
starts
didn't know.
I
crying
haven't
twice.
seen that actually.
All right, yeah, I didn't see the second part.
Skip maybe like
how
2
much
minutes
crying
in.
can
Skip
I
like
go
2
through?
minutes in. Right here. I think it's actually like right there. Yeah, there it is.
And to say, give credit where credit. And how easy it is to provide that if you're careful. Lack of an
Just like a minute of this. I know this is a pretty like
Constantly.
turn for the comedy, but
How many people are dying for lack of an encouraging word?
This is making me sad.
And how easy it is to provide
okay,
that
pause
if
it. It's
you're
fine. We don't need to see it. We don't need to see
Well,
it. You
we
get the
get
point.
it,
You
yeah.
get the point.
Jordan
What
Peterson
is this?
cried. Okay.
We came here
Do we
for
get a
Jordan
joke?
Peterson.
Can we get a sound bite?
Yeah, give us
Come on, let's get a
something.
sound bite. How do we feel about Jordan Peterson crying?
Yeah.
Emotional
Damage.
There you go.
But no, so like here's my thing. Like so I'm from this people in this group, I would say I'm probably, I'm up there in terms of having had like trauma and like emotional, like psychological depression. I've had a whole lot of issues. I've had addiction. I've dealt with a lot of different things. And like when I was in like the real thickest part of like, emotional damage, so to speak, Jordan Peterson was one of the voices that really broke through and was able to help me like figure out like, okay, well, these are some things I can do. These are some things I can actually pay attention to, some things I can study, some places I can do, some ways I can like hold myself. Like I may still be someone who's, I guess, a little more on the, I don't know, wild side. Wild is maybe not the word, but Jordan Peterson is the type of character that he's not just inspiring incels. I think like, well, obviously if he's working to inspire young men, incels are going to be a part of that category, but
they need love too.
The incels need love too, but that's not like it's his primary fucking audience.
Right.
It's like his
Right.
audience
He's
is
done a lot.
anyone that's willing to listen and actually apply the things that he says. The only difference between me and an incel is that I get pussy, nigga.
Yeah, pussy,
bro.
nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That was so
No, you don't-
perfectly ended it.
Yeah, but you don't choose to be an incel. It's involuntary celibate. Like you're just ugly or you suck, and that's your. I mean, it's maybe not your fault. But
I'll say
You suck.
Yeah. I'll add this part in.
but
'cause
you
I'm
gotta
like-
not suck. You gotta learn how to not suck. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he teaches you.
He speaks to two demographics. He speaks to the people that have gone through like some type of social depression, trauma, and stuff like that. Usually, whether on the side of the young man developing aspect, but then there's like the part where it's like just in general, like the sphere that being a young man you have to go through to where you have social trials and tribulations, like how to fit in society, find your place. Figure out how to what your purpose is. And if you're a man, it's like specifically you're going to have a different trial than like you would, that a woman would go through, or just in general, it's going to be a much harder curve because what you produce, what you create, who you are is going to matter and it's going to determine your outcome. So I think he speaks to that in a way where it's like, this is kind of what you have to do to be successful in life as a young growing man. And I think a lot of times the reason you have the whole incel community is because you have a lot of guys or like the Lost Boys who essentially are guys who don't have a figure to look up to. They don't have a guidance. Yeah, they don't have any guidance essentially. And so it's like you have the outcome where you'll have those radicalized individuals that kind of like form that ideology for the whole group, where it's just kind of like, oh, these guys are bad because X, Y, and Z. But they come from somewhere, and I think it's because they don't have a voice, they don't have a figure to look up to.
They don't have the proper guidance.
Right.
That's why you have a lot of these radicalized movements popping up now, where you have like an Andrew Tate, or you have like the Red Pill or the Manosphere, whatever you want to call it, because it's like it's voices like this that people try to shut down that I think a lot of these guys need.
Right. So they try to eke out in like in mass. So Andrew Tate comes out. He's the hottest thing for 3 months because it's like it's been silenced for so long that it has to like squeeze out and like burst out. Basically.
Yeah, it's gonna come out in like a giant, like it's gonna be a burst. It's gonna be like
Right.
a huge thing because it's like everything else to come up to quell it, like to kind of make that, to fill that void, gets shut down immediately. So it has to be an explosion of something new.
Yeah.
That's gonna like, you know, be provocative. That's gonna get people's attention. That's the only way it gets shown.
Yeah.
And I
Jordan
think-
Peterson,
Even when comparing them,
Jordan Peterson is, I think, that rational voice.
Exactly.
Jordan Peterson
Versus-
and Jordan Peterson wasn't like an explosion. He came onto the scene. I mean, it was a little bit like an explosion, but the thing is, he had already posted years worth of lectures about psychology and like different connections between, you know, like metaphysical things, I guess. Especially his lectures on Genesis and stuff. But he had already created a library of content. People discovered it. And he only got really famous because of he had something about trans people. The only reason the only reason people hate him is because he's like anti-trans. He's anti like trans children, which I honestly believe is a reasonable point to an extent. But it's like he's anti-trans children. He's anti-trans children, and that's like obviously you can't be anti-trans anything in this day and age. So
you're canceled.
Yeah, I think his points of view, because he said things where it's like forced monogamy, anti-trans children, and I think usually if you have like a point of view that leans heavily on morality that's linked to religion, a lot of people are gonna have like a point of contention with it.
Well, but it's anything religion, anything that's even slightly close to religion is like okay, well,
because
this is a degenerate society, so it's not like anyone's ever going to, even if you're not religious. If you try to embrace anything that's like fundamental in a sense, anything that's based on tradition, even if it's not religious, if it's anything based on tradition, that's not the current society that we live in. So people are going to go against it. I think.
Well, even then, I just feel like he came onto the scene with his logic. Like I know Jordan Peterson because of how smart he was. Like his lectures were amazing,
smart and creative and talented,
very insightful. Very well spoken, so I know him as an intellect mainly. So.
Right, but then he got into a lot of political stuff, and there is an argument to be said about the when he was like, "Sorry, not beautiful," talking about that swimsuit model.
The
fat swimsuit
he did the most.
Recently, it's been more controversial.
There's no reason for him to do that, but sometimes you get lost
He's
in the sauce.
expressing himself.
Yeah, you get a little bit lost in the sauce. He was probably just trying to get clicks. It was probably part of it because he does make money. He goes from a capitalist perspective of like, we're going to sell, because he sells courses and not courses, but he has like his different programs or whatever.
Not beautiful.
Yeah. Sorry, not beautiful.
Sorry, not beautiful. I disagree. I disagree. Shorty was decent. He bogus.
She was
her.
okay.
She was decent.
But that swimsuit looked fucking horrible on her.
Wasn't bad. My whole thing is Peterson is. I mean, everybody knows him as a great person. He spreads good. He spreads
right. Either you know him as a good person. Either you
like,
know him as a good person, or you don't know him and you have just made an opinion about him.
He doesn't put people down. He's not like, oh, fuck these incels, blah 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 blah. He's a great person.
Yeah.
He's teaching people how to become better. So for somebody to come on and Olivia Wilde just to come on and say, oh,
that bitch wild.
This guy represents someone who's evil, who has malicious intent.
Yeah.
That just makes her a dumb bitch, in my opinion.
I think in bottom line is he speaks up for a group that gets a bad rap just based off like what the stance is. These are guys that usually, like I said, the incels, the people that struggle with social relationships with women and in other aspects of their life. And there are people in that group that have done things that have been considered less than deplorable, whether it's harass women, become school shooters and shit like that. But I would argue that's like more or less the minority, like the radicalized group. But there's like a group of people within that sector that like are more or less just unheard, lonely guys who kind of need a voice or a father figure to look up to.
Right.
And my thing is, how can you?
Most people at most points in time. Well, not most.
Most people at some point.
Most people at some point in time in their life. So
how can you? I think that's who he's talking to.
Exactly.
I think that's what it's about.
But how can you fault somebody for being at that phase of their life? Like you can't blame somebody for being an incel. I don't know.
Exactly.
It's like if he's making every effort to help people that may or may not be incels, then there shouldn't be some kind of target on his back because he's trying to help them not do the thing that people hate them for.
100%.
It's like making fun of a poor child. Like, haha,
right.
you're
poor.
poor.
You're fucking or no, it's more so like making fun of somebody who's like trying to support an alternative charity method or something, like some kind of alternative method to get people out of poverty.
Yeah.
It's like basically incels are the poor people and Jordan Peterson is like the welfare.
Yeah, it's basically exactly what you said. It's like saying like, oh, well, you shouldn't be helping poor people because poor people are like the leading cause of like, theft
and rape.
Yeah,
or something.
stuff like that.
You're
It's
helping
like,
rapists. You're helping rape.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like using that to say like you're helping rapists, but it's like, well, there's a reason they get to that point. Like,
Right, because no one's there to lift them up away before they get to
Yeah.
that breaking point.
Exactly. And so it's like he's literally working to prevent that. He's working to find a solution by helping that group, but like I said, there's that outreach where it's like people just look at the outcome, the end goal, and they kind of like group everyone together generally. So it's just kind of like, oh, well, rather than saying incel or lonely men that need to be reformed or some sense or get a different outlook on life, they just look at like the extreme versions, like the Elliot Rodgers, and say like, this is what that whole group is. You shouldn't sympathize for them. But it's like, no, there's a group of people that genuinely just want guidance and they don't want to get to that point, or they don't see themselves getting to that point, but they need help. That's who he's speaking to. And I think that's important. I think you need people like that. And I think it's, when you have people that are trying to demoralize, I think genuinely good people for trying to like help others, that's a problem.
Well,
I agree.
And this is the last thing. I'm sorry
Go
to
ahead.
take too much time, but essentially, I see a lot of videos where you have people that claim to be empaths or like tolerant people that look at this and laugh at Jordan Peterson, but it's just like he's genuinely showing empathy for a group of people that he feels like he needs to help,
Right.
and he's getting laughed at for it by those same.
Well, because
people
these
that claim-
empaths aren't real. They're not.
Exactly.
They're fake.
They're full of shit.
faking it, and they're just trying to get clicks. They're trying to get views. They're just saying what they feel like. Okay, if I say this, everyone will agree with me, so I can say it, and then I'll have a platform, and then I can just continue being on that side of the argument. It's not about reality. It's just about having a fucking
about
opinion. Clout. Yeah, it's about
being
clout
seen.
chasing. What's gonna get me the most fucking dumbass TikTok views or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
It's not about. It's just
about looking like I'm on the
it's
right
a pageant.
side of the moral spectrum.
It's a virtue signaling pageant basically. But anyway, I feel like we've talked enough on this topic. Let's move on to let's hit that a real shit show of a fight for me. These people need representation. That's what I think.
Real shit
people
show.
in this fight, gypsies. These are gypsies.
Gypsies.
Yeah, we got a little gypsy shit fight.
All right, here we go.
I'll never jerk off to Olivia Wilde again.
Yeah. Make sure you check out some Jordan Peterson. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
I still didn't see Olivia Wilde. Do we have a photo of her? I want to see if I can jerk off.
She was
to
up
her or
there.
not.
We had a photo of her.
All right, let's take a look.
Yeah, there she is.
Oh, okay.
She's got a
You said,
fat,
would you
shiny
jerk off to
forehead.
her?
No, Lizzie made a comment. I'm just like, oh, can I jerk off to her? Let's find out.
Yeah,
And I'm like, maybe.
So this is
This one might be
maybe.
jerking off right now. Actually,
This is a couple of gypsy women fighting in, I'm assuming Europe.
she's pulling
Alright.
something out of her puss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grabbing a little spat. They're pulling
squaring up.
They're pulling dumps out of their fucking asses and throwing them at
Wait,
each
hold
other.
on.
what?
Real?
They ain't never shitting in their hand and throwing that shit.
There ain't no
No way.
Are you serious? I thought she was like,
Bro,
I thought she was trying to like,
what?
I don't know, flag down a train. I don't know what the hell she was doing.
Yeah.
That's what they
pubes
doing,
at each
bro?
other.
Yeah, they're throwing. Well, they're
What
throwing.
happened
They're
to
throwing some.
fisticuffs?
I think it's poop. I honestly think it looked like it was poop when I saw the video the first time.
I would feel more comfortable if it was
That's
just a
nasty.
handful of piss. They was just throwing that.
No, it looks like she's shitting in her hand right now.
That's trifling.
Shit in her
Oh,
hand.
hold
That's
on.
trifling.
What does she do? What could she possibly have just?
She's ripping pubes out of her.
There's no
Yeah.
fucking way she's ripping.
Yeah.
Come on,
Maybe it's hand
Oh,
He said she ripping
she's
pubes.
ripping out pubes and throwing them. Hell
How-
no.
why is there no? Why is that impossible? Why is
Because that'd be incredibly painful.
Is that like the culture?
Damn, I
down
wish
there?
we had a clear video.
Is that like
She's
she's
getting
getting
some
her
from the
asshole?
front.
They're bending over and
Something from
reaching
the
back.
front.
They're
Why
bending
would-
over and
They didn't
reaching
go
back.
they're
Why
reaching
wouldn't they
back
go
with
in
the
the back?
legs.
Why wouldn't they go through the back if they were getting something from their ass?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
reaching from the
That's
front.
true.
They was reaching from the
It
front.
is strange to reach from the front.
Yeah.
Okay,
to the
maybe it's
pussy.
not. Maybe it's not poop.
Maybe
Maybe
they
I
have-
wouldn't say it
Let's
was
say have very
huge.
concave asses. and it's
Also,
like,
as you
they
age,
groove.
your hair just falls out of you.
Shit
So
full.
they're basically just.
Hey, he
throwing
said that
pubes at
shit
each
coming out anyway.
other.
That's disgusting.
yeah.
I would like to think it was
Pussy
piss. Piss would
Oh,
be a
piss?
hell of a
Oh,
lot
true.
better than shit, because shit would just piss
Yeah.
me off.
But I
I
mean-
wouldn't even be involved.
Yeah,
and I'd be
piss
like,
might turn.
y'all
Right.
hoes.
Well, I'm thinking
Piss
about
might
the-
turn you on a little
But think
bit.
about the
Oh,
distance they're
no.
throwing from. Like, you couldn't get that much distance off of just a hand of liquid, but like, you were really
Right.
like, fucking
It-
lob of
bro,
shit.
I don't know. I
telling
think they
you.
know what they're doing.
Okay,
also.
so
Read the top comment. Let's see what the top comment says.
Yo,
I
what's
guarantee you it says something about shit.
Listen, either way, shit or piss, they trifling for that. They could have just.
I'm impressed that she can poop on demand. See, they think it's poop too.
Yeah, actually, that makes sense.
That's literally some primate shit.
That is
like straight up. They bogus.
That's some primate shit. That's
for real.
Yeah.
Roosevelt's like fucking monkey.
Fucking like dude.
The second comment's hilarious. He said,
bogus.
right.
They
Go
bogus
back
as
go
hell.
down a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
nuts. I can't believe they did
He says,
that.
right. Not sure if they just keep a turd in there for times like these.
Just like a spare turd.
Yeah.
Like my fight turd.
Just in case.
What country was this exactly?
Only break the glass in an emergency is just a turd. Sitting there.
Hey, that's crazy.
Did they say what country this was? I didn't know what
I
language.
mean, it's somewhere in Europe. Those are gypsies for sure.
Oh, okay.
Some motherfucker just said, "Is this Star Wars?"
Star Wars.
More like Star Whores.
They bogus for that.
All right, what time we at?
Hour 30.
Oh,
whoa,
man.
wow, we
Jesus,
killing it. All right,
we going, bro.
I didn't
All
realize.
right, we may as well close this one out there. We've
Yeah.
been killing it. Shit. Thanks for watching, everybody. You can definitely check us out at My Black Podcast on Instagram. You can follow me at Steve is Black. There's also the Highlights channel, My Black Friends Podcast Highlights. And I've been seeing a little bit of love on the Reddit, the subreddit, My Black Friends Podcast on Reddit. Follow, subscribe to that subreddit, and start posting shit. Post your videos, your submissions, your hypothetical questions. We're taking everything. I'm actually going to be active on that subreddit now. So I'm calling all of you motherfuckers, all of my black friends. I'm calling you to action. This is the call of duty.
All friends.
Calling
black
all
friends
black
assemble.
friends. And you don't have to be black to be a black friend. All right, just
Exactly.
fucking start posting in the subreddit. We trying to get some more content submissions. Thank you.
All right, follow me on Zomagn on all platforms. You already know what it is.
Man, y'all already know, man. Y'all can follow y'all boy on IG at the Tinker Pro, and y'all can check out my YouTube channel, the Tinker Pro.
Tinker Pro. It's
Yep.
not the Tinker Pro.
And me and Rama
Or a
Dope.
Tinker Pro, you know what the fuck I'm saying, man. Go ahead, my fault, bro.
Rama Dope.
Straight up.
You gonna plug that channel, Lizzie? Come on.
Yeah, come on, Lee.
Sure. I do have a YouTube channel myself.
What's it called?
If you like certain type of gaming content, first-person shooter type of stuff, preferably. It's called. What's it called? What's it called? Nobody even goes to it anymore. Let me see. It's called. It's called 2042 Cinematics. So.
It's good shit, man. Lizzie's gonna be bringing some heat when that
and,
Call of Duty drops.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah,
be posting
man.
that Call of Duty. That's right.
Gotta check that COD.
And fuck Olivia Wilde.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
right.
Olivia Wilde,
Olivia
stupid
Wilde,
bitch.
COD.
All right, y'all. This has been great. Thank you.
Peace.
All right,
Peace
gang.
out.
Check. Peace out.